Hey guys, good evening, good evening, good evening. Ekuleo, ladies and gentlemen. Ekuleo, how is everyone doing? Good evening. Welcome to our show. I hope you are all doing excellently well tonight. I have missed you guys. Honestly, these live vlogs are they are my thing. You know that. You guys know that. These live shows are they are so special that if I don't do them for a while, even for 2 3 days, I start to miss it. I start to miss them. Can you guys hear me? If you are in the studio and you can hear me, Flava, you are one of the people that say we should start. If you can hear me, confirm. Say yes if you can hear me in the comment section. I salute each and every one of you. Welcome to tonight's episode of our show. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Monica Fernandez, you can hear me. All right. Okay. Thank you very much for confirming. If you can hear me, yeah, so that I don't keep talking to myself uh, and people not hearing me. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. I hope you are good. I have missed you guys so much. Germany was an experience. I hope some of you have seen the video. That's one of the videos. I still got two coming up. Before I start tonight's show, I want to take a minute to thank every single person who came out in Germany, all the ladies in Germany that came out. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for your time, your energy, and everything you did, traveling from your destination to meet us to visit Aduke. The Lord will bless and reward you. It is not easy to love someone you have never met and give your time, your resources to them. So it's a huge commitment of love. And I pray that the love of God will continue to unite us. Thank you so much. It would not have been possible without Obodo Farm, Germany. Thank you so much, Obodo Farm, Germany. You guys were amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I welcome you all to tonight's show. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Yeah, we have a lot to cover, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Give this a thumbs up as you are coming on. You know how we do. Thumbs up, please. I usually don't remember to mention it once the show starts, so I just like to mention it before we begin that. Please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And yeah, put your notification bell on so that when we do the live videos or when I post the normal videos, you get notification whenever I'm live. Thank you so much. Naka, you miss me? Aw, I miss you guys too, Jare. My people, I miss you now. Well. I'm glad to be back home. There's no place like home as much as I enjoyed visiting. Yeah, there's no place like home. Thank you so much, everyone. So we are about to talk about this case tonight. This lady's case. A number of you sent it to me while I was away, and obviously it's not everybody that knew that I had traveled and they wanted me to talk about it. I did see it actually before I left the UK. I saw the story briefly, but I was kind of like, it's okay to want to talk about these issues or something like this happening to a sister of ours or somebody from our background in Europe or in the diaspora, but it's always good to have a little bit more context in terms of the background. So when I saw that people were sharing it and it was on social media as well, I was asking what is the backstory, and yeah, so I know a lot of people have spoken, and there's been numerous conversations, videos about this, but our perspective is always different. So what I have to say might be different from what other people have to say. So I decided to add my own 2 cents to this conversation today. My transmission is breaking. Somebody said my transmission is breaking. Is that true? Guys, can you hear me? Or the transmission is breaking? Or it's just this it's just okay. If it's breaking, let me know. It's not breaking. Okay. All right. Erima, they say it's not breaking. No, check your own. Check your own. Thank you, Chelsea Brown. I told you not to call me Mommy Gio. People like looking for my trouble. All right. So I decided to add my own 2 cents to this conversation because I think there's so many lessons we can learn from Amenze. Rita Amenze is her name. There's so much to learn, so many lessons on this young lady's sad, very tragic experience. So I decided that we should have a conversation about it tonight. I'm just going to give I'll run through a brief background of the story for those who haven't seen it. I know it's not everybody that is on social media, and some people may not have seen it. Right. This is what happened. This young lady that you're seeing on the screen, her name is Rita Amenze. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us. Okay. And the story has it that she was 31 years old. It was last week that the news broke that she unfortunately had to go and be with the Lord tragically in the hands of her 61-year-old Italian husband. Okay, let me show you a picture of the man. The man is 61 years old and Rita was only 31, according to the reports. Okay, now a bit more information about her. She was allegedly she traveled to Italy in the year 2017. Okay, she left Nigeria and took that very dangerous journey where people go by road. Uh, in the past, I've done a series of videos about the danger of traveling to Europe using those routes, as you Americans will call it, going through Libya, Morocco, and all the danger of that story. I actually had a guest. Unfortunately, we weren't doing the live shows that time. I'm sure he would have come. He actually came from Nigeria to this same Italy using the same route. And he reached out to me and told me this very horrendous story about his experience. And I felt so bad. We've seen videos upon videos about Africans trying to cross the Mediterranean. They risk, oh my God. And I know that Africa is not the best place to be. Nigeria, there's a lot of poverty, and people are trying to run away from it to find a better life. The search for a greener pastures is a human need. This is what people will do anywhere in the world, right? So I really don't blame her for trying to, look for a better life for herself. But unfortunately, it ended very badly for Rita. That route is very, very dangerous. A lot of things can happen between Nigeria and Libya and Morocco and the place that they cross the even on the Mediterranean Sea itself. If you see the videos of that thing, hmm, my people, you will say to yourself, I would rather stay in Nigeria and be selling pure water than to risk my life. I'm just saying this to say that it is not a child's play going through the route that Rita took, and that even makes it more painful to see that somebody who went through all that stress ended up this way. Okay, and you are saying what is the attraction? Oh no, go no no. The attraction is documents. Yeah, the attraction is probably money, settlement. If you've not been a refugee before, you've not been an asylum seeker, you've not passed through this route, please do not judge. Okay? Because these people, you think a 31-year-old, let me remove this thing so you can see this man properly. Look at how pretty that girl is. You think she wants to end up with a man like that? The first time I saw him, I was like, oh my God. But you know what? I totally understood, or I totally understand why a young lady like Rita will end up with a man like that. His name is Perangelo Peliza, they call him. He's an Italian man, 61-year-old, right? What will make somebody, a young, pretty girl like this, to end up with an ancestor who doesn't even, from the look and everything, you will know that, there are other motives. And we cannot really judge because it's not easy. If you haven't worn someone else's shoes, then you don't know where it pains them, where it hurts them. This young lady went through Libya. She went through Morocco. She crossed the That means it was a do or die affair. It was like, I either get to Europe or I'm going to die trying. Hmm? So it is not an easy thing at all. A lot of people don't make it. So I want us to have a bit of, understanding and empathy. It's not an easy thing. It's the search for greener pastures. Okay, we have a little bit more context now because initially they said she went to Nigeria and came back, and filed for divorce, and that's why the man deleted her, right? But now we know that there's more to the story. A little bit more information has been given now that about her situation. So apparently, Rita was married in Nigeria, or she had a man in Nigeria with 3 children. Okay. And she left the man and the children in Nigeria to come to look for greener pastures in Europe. Okay. Thank you, Tina. I think you understand a bit more. The hustle for paper can make one get desperate. That's absolutely correct. It is not an easy thing in a place like, Italy and all these um, European countries, because when they come there, they need to do whatever they need to do, whatever is necessary for them to settle, for them to at least have the opportunity to be able to work and earn some money. Some of them even go and borrow money. Do you know it's so bad that some of them, their families go and mortgage their house, or they sell their house, or they take money from, you know, all this Sherlock and what they call them, these people that will borrow you money that you have to pay back with like 100% interest in desperation just to get to Europe. We keep telling our people back home that Europe is not all that. Abroad is not all that, but it is not an easy conversation. A lot of people will not believe you. They will say, if it's that bad, why are you there? Okay? Especially when they see people now go home and they start to do things, they look shining and new, they build houses, they do all sorts of things. Okay? So that's another conversation for another day. Right. I like the question that Ife is asking. Ife said, what kind of man will allow the mother of his 3 children to undertake a journey across the Sahara? That's a very excellent question. We'll get to it in a minute. I have so many questions and so many things to say. Just allow me to finish my intro. All right. So, so she came in 2017 and met this man in 2018 and they got married. So my assumption, because I don't know, I wasn't there, is that he gave her stay. Okay, he made her stabilize in a way that she was able to live in Italy legally. So the fear of deportation is no longer there, right? Hmm. The fear of not being able to make it or work or have a life was no longer there, right? Okay. Whether she, Rita, told this man about his previous relationship in Nigeria, that he has a wife or children. Yeah, loan shark. Thank you very much, Zina. Those are the places they take money from. The hustle is real. Some people, all their life dream is to just cross and come abroad, whatever it takes. And a lot of our people sadly have perished, especially people from Edo State. So many of them have perished in the Mediterranean, in Libya, in Morocco. I was telling somebody the other day that when we talk about modern day slavery, it is alive and thriving in those Morocco and Libya area. If you see the way our people, it's even our people now that working with the Arabs to do this trade. Hmm, that's another conversation entirely again. The videos you guys see them, those of you in the on social media, you see the videos all the time. It is not a life that is pretty at all. It's a life of desperation. It's a life is of dog eat dog, or is a life of you just gotta do it, or they will just delete you. They sell them, they put them to work to do all sorts of things with their body. All these men over there in that part of the world do all sorts of unspeakable things to these women. My people. Right. So 30-year-old, 31-year old and 61-year-old, that's a 30-year age gap. Okay? 30 years age gap, right? Now, she came to, like I said, she came to Italy 2017, and by 2018, they were married. And she had left her man, whether husband or baby daddy, I don't know the situation, and 3 children in Nigeria. My question, the first question I want to ask is, was this planned? Was this a planned travel? Because we see a lot of families back home in Nigeria increasingly in doing this, whereby husband and wife will just come together, plan, say, okay, make one travel, and most times na the woman o na im go travel, okay, so that you go work, you bring money, the husband go sit down for Nigeria. And this kind of work where they talk, so it's not any kind of work that is a decent work, that is usually the kind of work that is demeaning. Some of these women have to literally sell themselves, like sell their body. And the man go sit down for there, oh, they wait. She go come, they send the money, go there. All right, to back to Nigeria to help the family. The children will go to school. So now she now go to support the family. All right. So I actually see someone like Rita as the sacrificial lamb. This is the way I see her. I see her as somebody that was the sacrificial lamb. And that's why I said she's a I say she's a victim of her, you know, of her circumstances, i.e., poverty, her background, parents, the environment where she comes from, early marriage, because at 31, and she does look 31 because she looks really young. So at what age did she have three children? Maybe she probably started having children very, very early for her to end up with three children before she even started this horrendous journey all the way from Nigeria by road to get to Europe. All right. Okay. So I see her like someone that is like a scapegoat. I don't know if she volunteered, if she was coerced into it, or she saw other people doing it. She wanted to help her family, or this was something, like I said, that was planned. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but she's definitely a victim. She is, and that's why I want us to have some sympathy for her, because hey, it's not easy, oh. It's not easy at all. May God not put us in a position whereby we are so desperate that we are willing to do anything, mm, anything, anything, and anything at all. Okay, just because we want to make it. Hmm. All right. I can't repeat what I've just said, Nike. I'm sorry. We have to move on. You probably need to play back what I've said. It's 17 minutes and I cannot go back. I am sorry about that. We have to move forward. Okay. So I see her as a victim. I don't know. Some of you might not see it like that, but that's the way me I see it. Okay. And what happened recently now is that she went to Nigeria to go and wed the man, or to go and do marriage with the father of her children. And apparently, she confided in somebody who she thought was a friend. And guess what, my people? Frenemies are everywhere. Frenemies. And that's the number one lesson we will take away from this tonight. Be careful who you confide in, who you tell your innermost secret to. Mhm. A frenemy is worse than anything in this world, because they are the ones that know you in and out. You tell them your innermost secrets. Is somebody in Italy she told that she was going to Nigeria. Okay? And it's that same person that she told, that allegedly told this her Igbo husband, that she has gone to do wedding with her husband and the father of her children in Nigeria. So by the time she came back, she filed for divorce. She told Yoyibo she's not doing again. All right? Yes, his friend, Monilola, friend new, Lagbara Long, told, I'm sure he's a Nigerian or an African, told Yoyibo man, this is what your wife went to do in Nigeria. Real frenemy. So when she came back, and apparently this person also told you, the husband, that you will see when she come back, she'll file for divorce. So the plan is that probably that when she marries, when she does the wedding and comes back, then she will divorce the Oyibo man. Then she will now file for her Nigerian husband to come with the children. Okay? But unfortunately, uncle did not take it very well. This uncle did not take it lying down. The minute she came back and filed for divorce, the man was apparently begging her. Yes, very, very wicked person. I hope that person will be able to sleep at night knowing that they are the architects of all this misfortune. Not that we are saying that what Rita did is right. Okay, I'll get to it in a minute. Nobody should use anybody to climb. You don't use people, because it's not everybody that takes, being used and dumped kindly. Some people don't, they can't take it. You shouldn't use a man, you shouldn't use a woman, you shouldn't use Oyibo, don't use blacks, don't use nobody for your own advancement, and you expect to dump them and move on. A lot of our people do that, but it's not everybody that takes that kind of disappointment very well, especially if there are somebody that maybe they love you or they are fixated, obsessed with you. Hmm. Be very careful the kind of people that you use. All right. Hmm. Okay. Ife is saying that her Nigerian husband used her, uh, and then she used her Italian husband. Okay. I will share my link in a minute. I'm not going to talk for too long. Um, So I'm running through it now. She confided in a friend. She went to Nigeria, did the wedding, came back, filed for divorce, and the man was begging her. Hmm? She is a victim, definitely a victim, Lydia. She is. She has my sympathy. I feel very sorry that she had to go like this, and I especially feel very sorry for her three children. She is a sacrificial lamb. That's the way I see her. Because there's no way you play this music, you turn it round in and out that Rita will not be a victim. She's only 31 years. She's already had three children. She's already traveled all the way from Nigeria by road. Even people that are much older than her don't make it. It's just by the grace of God she even made it in the first place. But at the end of the day, for what? Italian passport, European passport, all for what? This is a typical case of, you know, what the Bible says about what does it profit a man to lose to gain the whole world and lose their soul. My people. Ah, life is deep, oh, and this life no balance. No balance at all. So don't use others to climb. Please. It's very, very dangerous to use others to climb. Somebody is saying that the man is an ex-convict. Okay. Those of you know more about the story, I'm happy for you to contribute in a minute. Some people do not take rejection very well. They don't take it lying down. You don't know the status of that man in terms of how he is mentally. You know, you just see a lot of people walking around the street. You don't know how they are. You don't know their history. And they are not likely to tell you. Okay? Some of them might be on drugs. You don't know. Okay? So it's not everybody that will take that kind of betrayal lying down. They will come for you. Mhm. So as she can't come back now from Nigeria, according to the story, she went to work and she filed for divorce. So Yuboma is begging for her to come back. She said, I'm not doing again. So don't forget that he's been giving information about her steps by this frenemy. So he went to her workplace where she works and decided to, you know, he decided to delete her. That's what he did. He deleted her. And to know that he had intent, this man really had intent to know that he wasn't playing. It was three times. I mean, is it three or four times? I think it's four times they say he shot her. That's to know that he wanted to make sure that she's not going to get up. Not once, not twice, not three times, four times. Hmm. Hey, Aunt, I don't like the way you are talking. I don't like the way you are talking. You are talking like a very heartless person. I'm going to block you in a minute. Okay, you are African. Have some heart. This is a sister of ours. Why are you so mean? This is not nice. Where's your empathy? Because you have your own visa and you came here, or your settlement, whatever, student visa. It's not everybody's story. Stop judging. What is your own now? I beg go. Ah. Uh-huh. So people that have the information are giving it now that he was previously married to a Romanian woman and he was also abusive to her, right? So I don't know if she knew all this, but obviously she entered the wrong one. She played with the wrong one. Okay, a lot of people do it. Our people do it. It's not only women that do it. Men too do it. They'll marry you go for paper, and once the paper comes, they'll walk off. Some people marry even blacks and use them for paper. So be careful the kind of person that you want to use. Yes, I'm going to block him in a minute now. He's just talking very hard, like he's just condemning her, condemning her. Kilo de gone. Do you know her story? Judgmental people everywhere. Please, she's dead. Have some empathy. What else do you want to say about somebody that's lost their life? Are you happy that she's gone? Ah, oh my God. Mhm. So the Oyibo didn't take it lying down. I saw it take delete our this beautiful woman. No. So using people is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to do because not everybody will take it. Some people will just nurse their broken heart and they will walk away. Some people will not take it very well, unfortunately. So be careful the kind of people that you are lying to get into your bed, right? Because you don't know. But then again, somebody said before I even started the show that a lot of all these old men in Italy and other as in other places in Europe, because if you notice, a lot of all these people that end up with all these men is always the very old ones, like grandpapa is the ancestors ones that they end up with. Okay, thank you very much. Just the web. He's completely on the wrong channel. He doesn't know that we don't do that over here. So he's always the grandfather. And somebody said before we started that they go around all these camps where they put people who are either claiming asylum or who are seeking refugee. And then they'll be looking for them, looking for young black girls, black women, okay, to either maybe marry, sleep with, and some of them even actually, put them to be working for them. Some of them are like pimps. So, I mean, I cannot even say anything about this girl because she's just a victim of life. She's a victim of poverty. She's a victim of lack of having resources for her to have the kind of life. Children don't ask to be born, no, my people. Mm. Children do not ask to be born, but parents have an obligation to look after their children. But in most cases in Africa, a lot of parents just have children and they are waiting for the children to look after them. One of the ladies in Germany was telling me how her difficult relationship with her mother because of bring this, bring that, bring this money, bring this money. At the point she said, Auntie B, I don't want to. I don't want to die. I block her. And this is another conversation we're going to have on this platform. Narcissist African parents who keep using their children. They keep using their children for their own failed life and failed experiences that they keep putting you. They use you as a tool and they don't care about your well-being. They don't care about your life. They don't care about anything about you as long as you are bringing money. Except you are taking care of, as long as you are taking care of them, they want you to build house. They want you to do this. They want you to do that. They want you to do this. Well, they in their own life, they didn't do anything. Oh. They didn't achieve anything. Hmm? So now the man has run away. I don't know if they've captured him. It's possible they've captured him, but they say Italian police were asking she never knew about the man's past. How would she know about the man's past? Mhm. How will she know? Yeah, so we're going to talk about narcissist African parents. We're bringing that topic very soon because a lot of people have reached out to me about it. It's not only adults and it's not only partners or grown people that parents too can be narcissist towards their children. When the only reason why you have children is because you want to use them. It is not as your retirement fund. Ghana lady. You want to use them as your retirement fund. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Bessie, we're going to have that conversation another time. I'm telling you. We will have that conversation. Yeah. So I see Rita as a victim of her circumstances, a victim of life. Now, like I was saying, I don't know whether this was a planned work because we've seen when women have done this before. They come to Europe, they have a husband in Nigeria, and the husband actually planned with them to come here and work, to uplift the family. And I want you guys to focus on this. This First Timothy 5:8 says that if any does not provide for their own, and specifically those of their own household, his own household, he has denied his faith and is worse than an infidel. Is worse than unbeliever. I wish Nigerian pastors would preach this more. Okay? I wish they would just preach this scripture more. So that, because increasingly we are seeing that women are beginning to take on the role of providing, being the primary providers in families in Nigeria and indeed in the diaspora. Why? Rita was the primary provider in her family. That's why she had to embark on that journey, risk her life, And that's why I keep telling you guys, she's a victim. No matter how you want to spin this story, she is a victim. She embarked on this very autonomous trip that could have ended her. She managed to get to that country. Now again, she finally got the paper. Oh, I'm sure she was settled. She's been working. She's got money now to go back home to me. You want to tell me all these years he was in Europe, the man was not, he was not chasing. In fact, it's the money that you are sending to him he will be using to chase other women. Why are women sacrificing themselves like this? Increasingly, women are becoming the primary providers in families. Why? Why? African women, we do too much. We do too much. It's like we take on everything. And they keep telling you, be strong, you have to do this. And it's like the way I say it, the more you are taking on, the men, some of the men, not all of them, they are pulling back. As you are taking on more responsibility, some men who are lazy will just be pulling back and say, okay, they will be enjoying themselves. You see some women, they will be looking so unkept. They will look so haggard, working in this part of the world, two, three jobs to send money to families back home. And come and see the man that they are with. He's shining, he's doing fine boy, he's doing this. Their parents that they are sending money to, they are every day they are doing alaga in church, they are doing chairman of church. The husband should have been the one that thank you very much, Ima. He should have been the one that will go and risk his life for his family. It is not the job of a woman to provide. It is a man that provides. But women are taking on too much. Thank you, Temi. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Yes, black women are taking on too much responsibility and it's giving opportunity to some lazy men to fall back. They are falling back seriously. It's like now you don't even take care. Not only are the women taking care of themselves, they are taking care of their children and also taking care of some deadbeat husband. Not all of them, oh, there are still some very, very good husband. But a lazy man is a lazy man. Okay? So, my people, this is where we are. Oh. So many questions. So many questions. And we need to have a conversation about this. We need to have a chat about this. Unfortunately, Rita is no longer with us. Beautiful girl. Okay, before I share my link, I want to show you guys something. Look at this. I just saw this story before I came online, and this is an example of what I'm saying. This happened, I think, in Uganda. This happened in Uganda. Look at it. It's an Irishman. In Uganda. He lost 10 plots of land, farm, and they say all his asset because he used his fiance's name. This is the Uganda fiance. He registered the properties, land, and everything in her name. Do you know what? He's lost everything to her now in Uganda. The court gave everything to her. What do you think is going to happen? This is a typical example of you. You think you are a smart African woman. You want to use the Oyibo that is your benefactor. If this one come wake up tomorrow now say you want delete the woman, you go dey shout. Sometimes greed is an aspect of it as well. And this is right in Africa. This is an example of what I'm saying. He's always an older man. Okay, the court has given her everything now, but do you know what's going to happen tomorrow? What is the point of getting assets or getting passport or getting whatever when you are not even going to, if you don't know what your fate is tomorrow? I pray nothing happens to her, but do you honestly tell me that this man is just going to lie down and allow this woman to use him like this and she will walk off? He will not walk off. He will do her something. He will. So women, in search of the greener pastures, whether here in the diaspora or in Africa, you guys have better been careful. Should be careful because this life, it does not have any duplicates. Once we are gone, we are gone. So let us be guided. So let's talk about the circumstances and, you know, how do we, what the lessons from this and how do we prevent future occurrence of this nature? Okay? It's not a good story. It's not something nice. What happened to Rita? It's not a good story. I'm sharing my link now. If you have got something to say, come into the studio. For those of you watching on television, you cannot join on TV. And a lot of you watching on TV too cannot like. I prefer people to watch on the phone even because phone is better. So, yeah. come into the studio and join the conversation. If you live in Italy and you have more information about this, yes, please click on the link in the comment section and come into the comment section. Let us talk. I can see you, but your connection is not good, I'm afraid. Hmm. Yeah, stop scamming people, whether they are Igbo, whether they are black. Do not scam people. It doesn't end well. Hello, Ree.
Hello, to be. Good evening.
Good evening. You're
I'm
welcome. Where are you joining us from?
I'm calling from Calgary, in
You're
Canada.
welcome.
Thank
Okay.
you,
What do you
Auntie
have to
B.
say? Hmm.
It's a very sad story. Seeing this, it just breaks my heart that she had to be the sacrificial lamb, as she said. And for me, I would say that ladies need to know what they should do and what they should not do, because I found out that many times they take on responsibilities for men. Now the Bible says that we as the women, we are supposed to be like the helpmate, not supposedly the breadwinner. Of course, I know things happen in life, but with the little I have seen and the little while I've been here on earth, I think a lot of women do the most. We want to do everything. You want to do everything, even when we know that sometimes when we know that we cannot do this thing, but we want to sacrifice. And at the end of the day, it makes some men very that this kind of thing happened to her. But I would say that we also should know our place. There's only so much we can do. A woman takes care of the family, you do this, you do that, then at the end of the day, you're still the one providing. Of course, even at the point you get tired, basically. You get tired. So I would just say that women need to know what their position, what their responsibility should be in the home, basically. So that's just it for me. Because you see some women, they tell you, oh, I'm going to be with this guy, and we're going to start together. And before you know, when they come here, the guys are so laid back. They're so laid back that even sometimes when everything seems good and maybe the guy at some point picks up, they end up abandoning these women. And many times you see most of them are heartbroken, or it's one story. They say people, they've used people, some even go into their shell, and you hear things like depression. The amount of money the government here has spent on mental health, it's alarming because of issues like this. So I would just say that it's unfortunate that she had to, end up this way. But at the same time, let us also know what we are supposed to do. Let the men stand firm. When a man goes to meet a woman and tell the parents that I'm going to take care of this girl, I think it encompasses everything, not just one aspect. And the Bible says a man that does not provide for his family is worse than an infidel. The scripture cannot be broken, no matter how we try to do things in this life. The word of the Lord is yes and amen. Just because of the things of this, century, 21st century, everybody just puts the Bible by the side. But the word of God, it can't be broken. When the man's responsibility is his responsibility. Anything a woman does is just an addition, basically. So I'll just leave it here for now. Thank you, Auntie B.
Thank you so much, Ree. I appreciate your contribution, my dear. Have a good evening. All right. If you check the comment section, if you can see it on your phone, your laptop, then please join the conversation. What do you have to say about this Rita? She's a 31-year-old Nigerian, young, beautiful girl, already with 3 children before she headed to Europe. And sadly, her life was just cut short, sadly. Baby, unmute yourself, sweetie.
Sis B,
Mm,
this is so pathetic. Oh.
it is.
Um, well, what I have to say is, I don't think she's wrong for trying to support her family. We need to understand that not everybody is a Christian, number one. And, some people, they get involved with somebody so young. It's obvious that she was probably married for a long time, probably at a very young age. And
Yeah.
when they are impressionable and they get married to some guy that is their sweetheart, and maybe the guy grows up to pretty much not be as capable as he's supposed to be, and somebody has to provide for the children. you know so
Mm,
increasingly we are seeing women stepping up, and I agree, but that doesn't mean that a man is supposed to do this, a man is supposed to do that. Sometimes we all come with different strengths in a relationship. I agree that the man should support and everything, but maybe they thought about it and they realized that, maybe she was in a better position to go. However, the problem that I have with this is that she used the guy. She could have. I know it's difficult as a refugee. You are desperate. You are looking for any which way, because it's really a bad position to be in as, a refugee in maybe Italy, and you cross the desert, and maybe she just agreed to marry the first person that came along, and obviously this guy's head is not correct. So I actually would advise that it's better to go into an agreement with these people. At least pay the money, Although there may be some risk or harassment or whatever, but just go with an agreement, pay the money, take your time. Don't try to be smart and outsmart anybody. Sometimes it's worth it to actually have some financial incentive, work towards it, settle the person, and move on. And as for that stupid friend, now wow, some people talk too much. Some people, they don't have limits, and the evil in their hearts is really, really bad. What is their gain? What is her gain in all this? Can she say that she knows the living situation of this woman with that man more than the woman? He was probably abusing her if he was abusing his ex-wife. So this girl, I'm sure she endured a lot to even get those papers. Why would you now go and try to cause so much chaos for the girl? The last thing I will say is people should be careful what they say to so-called friends, especially when you are in an arrangement like this or agreement like this. Just keep it quiet. Mind your business. Do what you need to do and leave the place. I am for a financial incentive. Just work towards it. Say, okay, this is an investment in myself. Let me work towards this. Me and this person have agreed this and that. Don't try to be smart with anybody, because not everybody is stable mentally. You know, that's my own contribution anyway. I,
Thank you very much.
I hope she rests in peace after all this struggle. Came to this
Hmm.
with three children
Hmm.
in Nigeria,
Yeah, they
and
are the victims. Hmm.
probably a husband that's not as capable as she is. Well, all the
Thank
best.
you very much, baby. Some people are saying in the comment section that they don't agree with the way you've assessed the situation in terms of contributing. I think since someone here who said that, yeah, Nick Deji say, I reject that theory. Men are called to be men. We cannot continue to enable behavior that is contrary to that.
But when you are married to somebody and you have kids with person, and the person is not as capable as you are, to be honest,
Mm,
a lot of women are married to men they are smarter than.
yeah,
Eventually, even if you start off the same, you may go farther than the man. Much far.
right.
What would you now do?
Would it
You
not have been better for her to leave that man completely, the man in Nigeria? Because it's going back to marry him now that caused all this wahala.
it was probably an agreement between the both of them, and the kids are probably with him. I mean,
What kind of man will send his wife to Europe to go and hustle while he stays back in Africa and is looking after? Is that not a reversal of roles?
it seems like it, and I understand where everybody is coming from, but I am looking at it like people have different strengths. You
If
know,
you don't have strength to be financially viable, don't look for a wife and certainly don't have children.
this
Because a lot of responsibility comes with having a family.
I
I
know.
see what you mean. We are supposed to be, helpers. We are supposed to support our husbands,
I
whatever. But I have a problem with people who now become, because some men, let me tell you something, baby. I know that I'm not saying your point of view. I am. But I tell you, if you meet somebody that is laid back and lazy, they will leave all the responsibility for you. Because Shebina, you say you sabi work. Oh yeah, now they
I
work now.
I agree, but sis B, what about a girl that will get married probably this young? I'm sure this lady probably got married in her early 20s.
20s, yeah.
Probably got married early. You have children in quick succession. Your husband has this job, that you probably think would tide you people over. But all of a sudden, it starts to slack. and lay back. You have three children. You will now run and hustle. I know people now that you have come to this country, women, that the men have not even worked one day, but they have children. They have to get up and do something. And they are in the same Nigerian culture that forbids you from leaving the man like that.
Mm.
So, you know, if you
Yeah.
don't go and hustle, your children will starve. And
Okay.
a lot of them don't want to destroy their homes, so they will keep this Alapa Ike man,
Mm. Yeah.
and
Thank
it
you
will
so
never
much.
take him over.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, baby. Wisdom is profitable to direct to women. A lot of you are in those situations. Mhm. Hey, it is okay to earn more than, but if you, as you are pulling your weight, please let your husband be pulling his own. Okay, it is very important because you know why I'm saying that. African men traditionally don't like taking the other role. They don't. Sometimes it comes with a lot of resentment because now, if you are the primary provider in the family, you are the one calling the shots. Okay, so they now feel like, okay, you are emasculating them because you are the one that is working and bringing money. You don't respect them anymore. Probably you are not, cooking and cleaning and bow down the way you are doing before because you are bringing the money. And is it going to pick up the pieces what you were doing when you were probably a housewife or you didn't earn money? No, a lot of them will not. Some African men are very domesticated, but Nigerian men, a lot of them are not. They see it as an insult. If you tell them to do certain things in the house, they will tell you, I'm a man. So if you are a man, please, my brother, work, struggle, bring money home, I beg. Man, not just be like for name, not be for name alone, no. Now for position, okay? Work. Don't let your wife assume that even if it's temporarily, say you lose your job or anything, that's okay. But no let am too take over. Be the head of your family. Now they tell you no man be that. Oh, that's my own personal view about it. Anyway, I got Uzo Amaka. Hello, Uzo
Yes.
Amaka.
Hello, Auntie B. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sis. Where are you joining us from?
I'm calling from New York.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's really so sad. It's unfortunate she had to die like this.
Mm.
And like we are talking of men, most African men, they want to be both ancient and modern. They want to do it the way our forefathers were doing it. Women serve them, do everything. And they also want the woman to be the breadwinner. We see cases over here. I know of an African man that married somebody. When the lady gave him papers, he said she's too short for him, and he left her. So many people are not wired to take such shock. So I am not speaking for the white man. I don't know what happened, but I don't think he was wired to take that shock. And it's unfortunate she have to die like this, but nobody knows if it was planned because she went to Africa, came back. Maybe she went and tidied the traditional marriage with that lazy man over there.
That's what she did.
Yeah.
Her friend told the white man exactly what she did. She was going to bring the man over.
Yes,
So for in order to do that, she has to marry him
yes,
legally.
I call him a lazy man because for her to risk her life through the sea, and then now we're now enjoying her by air. Why didn't the man go and water the ground and take them? It's so sad what we see. Nigerian economy is so terrible that people are desperate to survive. But to tell ourselves the truth like Christians, we have to be sincere in everything. They say that karma is a beach.
Hmm.
So you don't know who you will go to and you will not get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have to be careful. Like I said, I'm not speaking for the white man, but if we are to be fair to him, it's obvious she used the man.
Yeah.
It's obvious she used the, and the man wasn't wired to take the shock.
Yeah.
And so that's my submission. It's so unfortunate that she has to go this way.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
unfortunate.
So what's the way forward before you leave, my sister? I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
What's the way forward for women who find themselves in such relationships whereby the man is not pulling his weight? and they have to pick up the pieces, and this becomes the norm. Like the other of our sister was saying that sometimes they have no choice because the children have to be taken care of. Because this girl went, she traveled all the way through the desert, she went through the fireman, everything just to get to Europe for a better life. And that's the most saddest part of the story, that after everything she went through, she didn't even live to enjoy
Yeah.
the fruits of the
Ye-
labor.
yes. My own submission on that is, what works for me may not work for another person. If your husband, if your partner is a good man, but it's just unfortunate not to be able to meet up, and you are making the money, and he's doing what he's supposed to do, you can stay with him, support him. God has blessed you. But if the man is a poor man and a witch, what Igbo people say, na mmadụ bụ ogbenye bụrụ amoosu. So if the man is a poor man and is a witch, run for your life. There's nothing you are going to do that will make him change. It's in his blood.
Hmm.
It's in his blood. Eventually, he may have to delete you. So that's why I said what works for me may not work for my sister. So the
Absolutely.
person in the situation knows the type of man she is married to. If it
Hmm.
is the man who is a good man, who is a godly man, but is not fortunate to be as buoyant as you, go ahead, stay with him. Both of you will raise your children. You make the money, he will do the rest of the things.
Hmm.
But for the African man that you have to serve, wash his clothes, do everything, give him sex when he wants, and eventually bring money home, I don't think it's going to work for me. It won't work for me.
Thank you very much, my
Okay.
sister. My
You're
love to
welcome.
everyone in New York. I enjoyed that Igbo that you spoke. Have a good evening, sis.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye. Right, we're moving on very quickly. I have very high quality callers tonight. We are blessed with really, really insightful callers. If you want to join the conversation, it's very easy. Don't not WhatsApp. My link is on the comment section. Just click on it. You can't do it on television. I realize that some people watch on television, but you need to use your phone or your tablet or your laptop to see the link. It's on the comment section. So join the conversation. I've got Tammy. Hello, Tammy. Unmute yourself and please tell us where you're joining us from.
Hi, it's actually Tammy. I'm so glad that I can be on the show because I listen
Oh,
so much.
Tammy, you're
Yeah.
welcome.
I love the show, and just for what you're doing for younger Nigerian women, the diaspora is amazing because it's
Thank
insightful. Because a
you.
lot of us are learning for some of the things our parents have kept silent on. And so I thank you, and
You're welcome.
just more grease to your elbows. And I hope this show continues to grow in its success. So I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to say that because I really do appreciate you. To the lady, and it's unfortunate what's happened to her, and I wish she never went. There's a
Mm,
lot of young Nigerian girls who go and hustle for their husbands, and as some of my cousins do, put their husbands on their head and lie that their husbands are the ones working when they're ultimately doing what I call, pseudo prostitution abroad. And
mm,
it's not fair because I see that she's a young woman, probably felt that she had no other choice. And the husband will continue to enjoy his life, have the kids, and
yeah.
what's her life now?
Hmm,
Nothing. And I just want, other younger women who are probably listening, who are probably back in Nigeria or maybe elsewhere, not to do that for a man, because I think any man who's not willing to hustle and do what he can for his family does not deserve to be your husband. One thing my dad
hmm,
always taught me, a man who can't do the lowest of the lowest job to make sure his family has food on the table does not deserve to have the title of a husband. He can be a
hmm,
boyfriend and you can dash him when you're done, but never your husband, because there's so much
hmm.
responsibility that why are you sending your wife? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. All right.
It really hurts.
Yeah. It's sad and painful. Mm. Thank you so much, Tammy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Have a good evening, sweetheart. Right. We are carrying on. Somebody said, Wanda said financial status has zero to do with the person's character. I know high-earning men who are horrible to their wives. I think that's a different conversation. Wanda. So that's a different conversation. We're not talking about character now. We are talking about, you know, being financially responsible for your family. Okay. You can be horrible as a poor man as well. Okay, or a poor person. Being rich or poor may not have anything to do with character. All right. So some people will tell you that they would rather cry in a Lexus. Nigerians will tell you they'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce than to cry in a bicycle. So while I understand your point, it's a different conversation. We're not saying that rich men are the best husband or they treat their husband the best, but we are talking about how role reversal and women having to pick up a lot of the financial responsibility and burden in the family. Okay, that's what we are talking about. And because someone is poor does not mean they are good people as well. No, it's got nothing to do with it. Manika Fernandez. Hello, sweetheart. Unmute yourself.
Auntie B, good evening.
Hello, you're welcome, Spanish
Good
girl.
evening, everyone.
Yeah, what do you have to say?
This whole thing it has been happening since mostly from our place.
Yeah,
She's just so young, as in 31, 3 kids already.
yeah,
We know how these things play. They leave Nigeria through someone, gets to Europe, and they have to pay that person. That's the first thing. I guess this white man paid a debt, put her in the house, got married to her. At least if she can stay with this man for how many years, all she needed to do was just talk to this man to bring her kids. She don't need that man. A man that sent you abroad, knowing how these things play. He does not love you. You get me, Auntie B?
my dear. I hear you loud and clear.
A man that sends a woman abroad, knowing what she's going to do, that man does not love you. And knowing that man is from our place, we know how these men do. You bring them later, that's when they will not start calling you names. You that want to do this, you are not a wife material. I don't want to use my language to say, let me just respect our people. Because they've given us so much bad names. It is enough. You know how these people, you know how they act. What she was supposed to do, may her soul rest in peace, was just talk to this white man, bring her kids over, and leave that man there.
Go back. Leave him there.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
leave him there, abandon him there, change
yeah,
your number. Because
yeah.
she went to get married to him, because this man was not even married to her before.
Hmm.
Are you seeing the whole thing? The
Hmm.
man didn't marry her before, even with the 3 kids. He saw the opportunity. Let me use this one. Now that she's abroad, she has better life. She's gonna give him the opportunity he wants. Now he wants to come and marry, and even the marriage itself is even her money. We know it's her
She was
money.
just a meal ticket. She was a meal ticket.
But look at the way everything ended now. And you know, this using people of a thing, it's not everybody that can take it.
Hmm.
Because white, black, green, Chinese, whatever, they are human beings. They have blood. They have feelings. It's so sad that people keep doing this thing 2021. Use somebody and just leave them like that. No. If you want to get your document, tell the person, I just want you for document. How much is it? People charge. They charge 10,000, they charge whatever they want to charge. Look for the money and pay and get the document you want to get and go and continue with your former marriage. But
Hmm.
don't just treat their feelings, be telling them you love them. And at the end of the day, I pity for her so bad because come on, 31 years. She's very beautiful now. See fine girl,
Hmm.
you
Benin
know.
women, Edo women are very hardworking. Very, very hardworking. They are strong women. extremely
Yeah, well,
hardworking women.
we are strong with with let's say with the strength, but when it comes to love, a lot of Edo women, we're not gonna lie, Benin girls they
No,
need master class. We
no,
too the love.
no.
Me,
What
I'm included.
what I
For real,
mean,
we too the love.
what I mean, Monica, is that in terms of for work, to carry, they do business, they do other things
I
to earn
know.
money.
That's what I'm
We are
saying.
strong,
We
but
have
when a rich man
all those
matter,
businesses.
when a rich man matter, a lot
We
of our
too
sisters
love.
they make
We too
poor
weak.
choices. Yeah,
We too
we too
weak.
they
I'm
make
not
poor
gonna lie.
choices.
Me
Yeah.
myself, I be join them, but I don't come out now. Come on, we
Mm,
too weak.
yeah.
This thing don't dey happen since that time. They should stop doing it. A man, even now, they will send them from the so-called Italy to Germany. Now, woman, they pave road for family. Not be man, they pave road before. Then when the
You
road
see,
is smooth, then the
eh,
woman will not pack the children and come. Now they will send the women with the children. She'll go and stay refugee camp. Like me now, me, I cannot get some kind of life for me they like. I don't feel gonna stay with everybody for different places. When I've been living in my own flat, I will not go and stay with because I won't change country because the man need to come later. No. Uncle, you go and suffer the suffer. Then me will not enter plane. As that lady said, I will not come and meet you while everywhere is smooth. They should just stop doing this because come on.
yeah. Somebody said that even if Rita succeeded in bringing that man, if will still leave
It's
her.
gonna leave her.
Mm. If I
two
leave her
years
at that
down the
time,
line, he's
you
gonna
go
be
see
calling
another
her
person
name.
for. Yeah,
He's gonna be
yeah.
calling her names. We've seen a lot of cases. He's gonna be calling her names. And he helped her life. There's one young guy in young man, Madrid here for Spain. And two Nigerian women ain't doing dirty. This guy ended up taking his life. That was 3 years ago.
Hmm.
This one a person where we know. One of our now the guy we. He helped a Nigerian girl about maybe like 10 years ago. Paid her bills, do everything. The girl use them. Okay. 5 years down the line, he met another one.
That
This
one
one
use them again.
I can't
You
use
know if
them
it,
part.
you know if you take them
He
again,
paid
just
his one
delete
bill.
himself.
This guy
Mm.
go using house, collect money for bank, collected about 30 something thousand euros
Mm-hmm.
for this girl. For this girl to abandon this man to go and marry one stupid guy that today now this guy has left her.
And you see the funny thing, they use the
This
money
guy
to better
couldn't
thing
take
though.
it. This guy
Mm.
couldn't take it.
He delete
He just
himself
hang
straight away.
himself for Spain here for Madrid.
Mm-mm. It's
Me,
a
I live
pity.
down the north. The guy killed when my friend husband, nine friend,
Use
when he
delete,
tell me,
oh, Monica.
okay, he just delete himself. Like
Yeah.
very young man. He was 43,
Somebody
44.
said that Ima talk said the so-called husband in Nigeria go to chill with another girlfriend now, while Rita
If
is 6 feet under.
mm, he done the chill before she even say she won't go greet him. The man has been chilling. All the money she has been sending every month. The man they chill
Hmm.
with another woman now.
What about that friend where you go tell the Oyibo everything? We not also wait till she do good though. But what about the friends?
What if she do no good? You know, see, I mean, between women, we not say women. Now we be our main problem.
Yeah,
Rivalry too many, which is
jealousy.
not supposed to be so. It's not
Hmm.
supposed to be so. If you are liking this man, okay, let your friend divorce the man. Then go and console the man now. Abi?
I'm not sure say they like the man. It's just wickedness. Some people are just wicked because they know they want to see their friend progress past them. That's why they say you cannot be friends with someone that wants your life. Make
But
you they watch out, women. Any of your so-called friend that wants exactly your life. Now, friend me the bill. Just run, run.
yeah, but they should know everybody they bring different head come this life.
Mm,
Some people their head favor just follow 'em. Just follow 'em.
it
I
is
remember
well.
when we were growing up then, we have one friend like that. We say if all of us they waka they go for road, maybe we just a stroll now as young girls they stroll. Now she the best car they stop for.
Mm-hmm.
Now she the best car they stop for. You understand? But now some people go there where they go vex for that kind of thing. But not just a star, not just a life. Say the best car stop for her today. does not mean say you not go get the best man tomorrow. People should just understand. Sometimes it's time and season. Your own is coming. I don't know, man. May our soul rest in peace, and our
Amen.
children. May
Yeah,
God
her
just
children. Her children.
may God just help the
Yeah.
children, because we men like this, what they normally do, now that money is no longer coming from her, they'll go and abandon those children with
For her
the dead
parents.
mother. Yeah. Or to his mother. They'll just abandon those children, they will get married and start having more kids and forget about these old ones.
Yeah. Thank
This
you
is what
very
men like
much.
that they do.
It's a pity. Cash machine ATM don't end. No baton.
Don't
It don't
it don't
finish.
finish now, because
It don't finish. Your
the
phone
money
there.
they make her they like the children.
You Urobo say your phone there. It don't
And so they
finish.
need talk of funny.
Our
As
phone there.
like of funny
Our
is
phone there.
gone.
It's a pity.
You know.
Thank you, my darling Monica. Always a
Thank you
pleasure
so
to
much,
hear from
Auntie.
you, my love. Okay, we're moving on very quickly. I like to hear men's perspective. If you are a man and you are listening, please come into the studio and come and share with us what you wanna think about this matter. Why are more and more
Very
men
quickly, I
giving
like
up
to
their
hear men's
crown?
perspective.
They
If
are
you are a
giving up their
man and
crown
you are
as the
listening,
king
please
of their
come
castle.
to the studio. Come and
Why?
share with us what you think about this matter. Why
Ten, can
are
you please
more
switch
and
off?
more very
Can you
quickly,
please
I like to
turn off
hear
your
men's
YouTube?
Oh, is it me?
if you are a man
It's you.
as the king of your
Hello,
castle.
Auntie B.
Why share with us what you think about this matter. Why
Can
are
you please
more
switch
and
off?
more very quickly, I like to
Turn off
hear
your
men's
YouTube.
Oh, is it me?
if you are a man as
10, you need to turn off your YouTube,
I'm
otherwise you
sorry,
can't be
Miss
think
listening.
Voice
about
is
this
playing
matter.
up.
Why
I
are
can hear
more and
doubles
more
of
very
you. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm going to allow you to sort that out. Until you turn it off, we cannot hear you, my dear.
Oh,
Turn your YouTube off. Okay, I'm going to allow you to sort that out. Okay, you still haven't done it. Okay, I'll move on to Chinwe. Maybe when you sort it out, I'll come back to you. All right? All right, Chinwe, I got you. Where are you calling from, my dear?
Hello, Sister B. I'm calling from Sweden.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This is a sad story.
Oh, yes.
I feel for her. It is easier for us to sit down and blame her. But there's an adage that goes, when we know better, we do better.
Nobody's blaming her.
Yeah, but like some comments were talking about what she should have done better and what she should have not done better. That is what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my own opinion is this. These girls, some of these girls, at already 31, she had 3 kids. They never had parents who sent them to ordinary secondary school. Some of us were lucky enough who had parents who sent us to school, gave us a little bit better life. And the only way they might find to come out of that poverty might be just getting one idiot who comes in the name of a man and take them out of that's problem for a while. And irrespective of whatsoever, I don't think anybody deserves to take anybody's life, no matter what happens. It is a pity that she had to go this way. And I feel she's a victim of a failed society.
Absolutely.
A victim of parents who have kids they cannot take care of.
Absolutely.
A victim of a society that is so harsh. We come from a country where the government never cares about anybody. If your parents don't send you to primary school, you don't go to primary school. And it is a pity that she has to die this way. And for younger girls, if any man cannot at least fend for you or take care of his own family, please leave that man and move on.
Absolutely.
And on the aspect of using people or not using people, that man cannot say this girl totally used him. The man shagan now. So
you know what saying give them back? They shag each other now. If not that one you won't talk.
Yeah, Sister B, them shag each other, but whatever happens is not what to take that
No, I'm
girl's
not
life.
saying that what he did is right. But we need to focus on lessons, okay?
Yeah,
You know, if
but
you
I
talk,
just feel
say,
for her.
yeah, of course, we all feel for her. Now,
I feel for
I
her.
was fighting people in the comment section who were
Mm,
so harsh on her. I see
mm,
what you mean,
mm.
Chinwe. But
Yeah,
the thing is,
because
if you need to be very, very careful the people that you are
yes,
lying
that's
on
true.
bed with.
That's
Because
a fact.
they say
Mm.
this man has a history of mental illness and abuse.
And the
Somebody
guy
in the comment
doesn't. The guy
section.
looks so unkept. He looks so unkept.
Oh, okay.
His picture, he looks so unkept. He look. I mean, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you this person might have been on substance before.
Right.
You can see that on him that he's unkept. He looks like a junkie. So, but there are people do things for desperate things because when they come here, people hustle to get this paper, and at the long run, they end up in the wrong hand. It is quite unfortunate. It's saddened. She's only
Mm,
31, and
mm.
I really feel for her. I feel for her. I feel for her family. All I can just say it's I have empathy for her. That is all I can just say,
All
and
right.
I
Thank you
just
very
hope
much.
I just hope her family will be
Mm,
consoled and her
mm.
children. I feel for them. I feel for them.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chinwe. I appreciate your contribution. And somebody else in the comment section is saying that she does not agree or he does not agree that he used the white man. His age was twice hers. Imagine living with someone like that. Plus, he had mental health and she struggled. Did he force her? He forced her to. He didn't force her. Let's not go there. Okay, there's no point debating on inconsequential topics, whether he used her, he didn't use her. The point is that the man felt like he's been used, and that's what he did. What he did. Going forward is the lessons that we are looking at. Okay, I like the person that said we should focus on lessons. So that's not important. He didn't use her. Who gave her the document that she didn't use him? Who gave her the document that she used to now go to Nigeria to marry somebody else? Do you know what the arrangement was? It's a normal thing that when you marry a European or you come in the diaspora, you're an African, the person will give you paper. Okay? If you are not paying for it financially, you are not using money to pay, then it's through the marriage. Maybe the Oyibo man thought it was love marriage, but you know, no say the woman already has somebody in Nigeria. The report said that, nobody knows whether she even told him that she has children or not. Okay? So let's focus on the lessons. Thank you very much. Emeka, I got you. Can you please unmute yourself? Where are you joining us from? Emeka, are you there? Okay, I don't think Emeka is hearing me. So I'm going to move on to Chi Chikadibia. I think I got it right. Am I right,
Yes,
Chikadibia?
yes. Good evening, Auntie
Good
Baby.
evening. You're welcome. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Sweden, and this is my first
Okay.
time.
Oh, you're welcome. Don't be
Yeah,
shy. We don't
no,
bite.
I know.
Okay,
I'm
can you speak a
really,
bit louder so people can hear you?
yeah, yeah. My son is
All
sleeping.
right.
I don't want to scream, but um, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank you for everything you're doing. Your program. I always listen on it when I'm working,
Thank you.
24/7. I
Thank
listen on
you.
it and I see the great jobs you are doing. Like,
Thank you.
and I've been waiting one day to be able to join your live. And today I said I'm going to be there when I
Oh,
got the
that's kind.
notification. You know,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm glad to have you.
yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, what do you have to say about this
But
situation?
yeah, what I just have to say is like, you know, people from our country should really be very careful when we move over here, how we represent our country. You know,
Hmm.
for example, this kind of stuff we are discussing right here has happened to many people here in this country. Okay, in most cases, it hasn't gone to the extent of someone being deleted. You know, so and these people, the person where I deal with, I know what
Hmm.
making the hear everything why they talk
Oh
with
yeah, now, yeah,
my
not the
woman.
one who go here. No
So
wahala. We dey hear
then just
you.
make me make I knock on this way.
Not
You
can
know,
this way. We dey here.
yeah. This all this but not be everybody fit take the kind thing. Waiting Mr. B fit take, Mr. B, Mr. C fit not take him,
Not true.
and these people then get now the same blood and vein they run for their body. So we really need to be careful how we they take treat them.
Yeah.
Sometimes a lot of us will just come here. We will say we want there with them, make we go can't do them anyhow. I know many people where we say they don't do anyhow. Every day then they cry. This kind of thing where we say I know person where don't borrow money, give guy. The guy carry the money, do everything as in get in paper, in waka, go carry another woman enter this country. But these people they know to get the mind to the delete people. But we where we say we come here, most times I really feel bad for them, the way we then they feel. And the way where we say sometimes they go come the people who don't do bad thing before, then they come spoil stuff for people, for good people, where we say they meet person, then one day with person, where we say person fee help them, help their career, make them get the ballet and all this kind of thing. So it's very bad. This story I'm hearing right now, it really hurts me. Like it got to the extent of someone being deleted.
Yeah.
But waiting the may we just be honest to ourselves. I hear some people where they say the friend, this one, the friend, that friend, a bad friend, which is like, of course, if you have a bestie, anything where you compete with the bestie, not supposed to go out. You understand? But me, I not believe say the bestie they tell the Oyibo guy all the things where she tell him. She not believe say the Oyibo guy go delete her friend.
The
You
friend.
understand? Yeah. But at the same time, no bestie should let out anything where we say she or he and the bestie don't talk. You understand? So I really felt bad for that, and our people really need to change. This Rita now, what in Rita do is very bad. May her soul rest in peace.
Amen.
That is just what I have to say. And for our people, where we say, then suppose no, I know just get anything to talk about the man where they house. I know
Oh.
get anything to talk about him. There is nothing to talk about him because Rita know the kind man where him be. And all of us will be men. Not be all of us then supposed to call men.
Not
That's how
true.
it just be. So now what I just have to say. And I'm
Thank
so
you very
happy you
much.
let me in here today.
Oh, I'm happy to have you. Next time, man, you go call for where you go fit talk. You go fit talk like proper Naija.
Yeah, no
But
wahala.
you go fit speak like that. People for comment
Yeah,
section
yeah.
say you dey use bedroom voice.
Now bedroom voice I use, so
Na bedroom
my
voice
woman there,
and
yeah, and they
your
know
woman dey
the
here. You dey behave.
yeah, yeah, you
You
understand.
don't want wahala. I feel you, Jare, my brother. No mind them.
Yeah,
No mind
yeah.
them. Enjoy your evening, my brother. Thank you
No
so
wahala,
much.
no wahala. Thank you
All
too.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye
bye.
bye. Bye. Una too bad though. Some of una for here na too bad. Who be that one wey dey talk that time? So FA. Abeg, why you dey do like this now? E no good though. He say they talk like that because you go the house. Abeg, leave my brother alone. No, I don't know the situation. Na very fine Igbo brother. I dey see him picture. I no see him picture. Let make you dey talk. Amara, are you ready now?
I'm ready.
Okay. Where are you joining us from?
I'm calling from the US.
All right.
It's my
What do you
first
have to
time
say?
calling.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, so this story is very, it's unfortunate. I actually saw this story some days ago on social media. I'm like, but I didn't follow up. And it's here that I'm hearing the gist of it. Um, for me, the lesson that I picked from this is, when you talked about her husband, I mean that she has a man back home and kids, and that she came here, went abroad, to work or to fend for the family. And I agree with you when you say that we women, we put a lot on ourselves. And I think it's just because by nature we have that, it's just that natural thing in us to care for other people's, just Actually as a mother too, you're not just thinking about your husband, you're thinking about your children, how to better their life. And frankly, a woman would go to any extent for her family. But I also agree with you that we should know where to draw the line as women. And from my experience, I'm unmarried. I'm in my 40s. I'm not married, so I don't have experience with marriage. But I'm just going to speak from experience of watching family members, my sisters, who are married, and also other people's experience. I found that the way you follow a man from day one would determine how that relationship would go.
Absolutely.
The way you start, if from beginning you begin to spend, you are the spender in the relationship, you're the provider. When a guy who just met you, maybe second or third date, he takes you out and then he says, oh, he forgot his wallet, and then you pull yours out and you begin to spend. If you
Hmm.
continue to stay in that relationship, you will begin to spend.
Hmm.
So I mean, my mom, my father is late now. They were married for 30 years. And let me just say, I'm being modest, 95% of the time, my mother was the provider.
Really?
Yes, my father would sit down and wake up in the morning and drink tea, cross his legs and read newspaper. And my mother was hustling,
Breaking her back.
breaking her back like
Hmm.
I've never seen. So it's just this thing about women, and I saw it growing up, and I told myself, this will never be me, never be
Hmm.
me.
Hmm.
And I've held on to it. I don't care. When I was back in Nigeria, I was the banker for about 11 years. See, I took care of myself, and I've always taken care of myself. But if you're a guy in my life, I'm forever broke. I never have money. I don't care. No, it's
Your
true.
brokenness is permanent.
See, once you are physically in my space, I would do things for myself. But see, I don't have time. And maybe it's just that thing, just seeing it growing up and seeing how my mom
Ah, your
broke her
mother.
back to
Hmm.
work. But it's just
Hmm.
because it started from day one.
Hmm.
It, they will test you. They'll test you with little things. Borrow me money here. They never
Yeah.
return it.
Yeah.
Those little things, and these are heavy red flags
Hmm.
that you are going to carry. You are going to carry the load of that relationship. It's a
Hmm.
sign.
Hmm.
It's a sign. I've seen it happen to friends. I've seen it happen to colleagues. I've seen it happen to my sister. My younger sister got married. When she got married, I remember the year she got married. It was my mom's birthday. Then I was back in Nigeria, and I saw this six burner cooker. Was really nice that year for my mom. I said, oh, I'm going to buy this. I don't like the gas cooker in my mom's house anymore, and I'm just going to surprise her with this for her birthday. So I took my sister with me to Samsung, one of those Samsung stores or whatever. I forgot what they call them, to go and buy. And my sister was supposed to go back to her husband's house. She was like, oh, she's going to buy one too. She bought that. She bought flat screen. She was doing heavy spending. And I called her. I said, see, don't do this. Like you
Hmm.
people are still new.
Hmm.
Don't. She was so happy she was going to her husband's house, but she was like, oh,
Hmm.
he doesn't have this. She'll buy.
Hmm.
He doesn't have this. I told her, I sat her down. I said, you know what? If you get there and you people are sleeping on the floor, sleep
Hmm.
on the floor with him and be encouraging him. When you wake up in the morning, you praise him and tell
Hmm.
him that you believe in the man that he is,
Hmm.
that he will do it. That one day we will sleep on. It's not
On the
as if,
bed.
yes,
Hmm.
you can put your monies together, but you need. I feel like we women need to learn how to kind of push men. I feel like some men, especially some of them, also saw their mothers do it, and so they think it's a norm for a woman to be carrying that kind of heavy load.
Hmm.
I have
Let
one. Yeah.
Amara, I'm going to ask you something. It's
Yeah.
personal, but if you don't mind, you can answer. No
hmm
obligation. Your parents, you said they are both gone now.
My father is gone, but my mom is still here.
Your mom is still here.
hmm
Wow. So she was the one that was basically And your sister, you said, follow the pattern as well.
She followed, and right, they started having serious problems because what happened? She married a medical doctor. She's a banker, but you know what? She felt she had the money and she was always spending. And then after
Hmm.
like when I advised her, she didn't take the advice. We had a very big fight. She abused me. She told me to go and marry. It's because I'm not married. What do I know? Who am I to advise her? So I said, okay, good luck. It wasn't up to 1 year or 1.5. About when they started having their first baby, they started having money issues. The guy wasn't providing.
Because he's used to being provided for by his wife.
Exactly, he's used to being provided for, but she couldn't tell me. I just noticed that my mother would always run into the other room, to the next room, and be talking on the phone in the middle of the night. So I knew that there was fire on the mountain. But because she had fought me, she couldn't come to me to tell me that there was fire on the mountain. Eventually, when I found out, of course, I couldn't tell her I warned you. But you know, this gist of it was, I told her, I said, if a man is not bringing money home, he's working, but he's not bringing money home, I promise you, he's spending it somewhere. She said it's a lie. It's a lie. He's not doing it. He's just probably using it on projects. I said, projects that you see or projects that you don't see. Eventually, we found out that the guy was frolicking about town, carrying chicks. And it's because when it's time for school fees, he won't pay because he believes that he has somebody who will pay. So cut long story short, in my little experience with men, I've noticed that when you fall back as a woman, and it's not fight, there's wisdom in it. I believe I will hail you. And men, they like it when you praise them, when you almost tell them that they can do anything. It's almost as if he wants to prove you. I've learned, just watching my mom and other people, to fall back. I will motivate you, praise you, tell you everything that you can do until you get to where you are going to. I will support you, but I will not be in front calling the shot. So I feel like, yes. So as a woman,
Amara, sorry, you are turning my head. It's like you should keep talking, because you are speaking my mind 100%.
Because it's the genesis of this problem. If you want to look at this lady's story, that is the root. The fact that a woman will carry the ball. And we need to know that as women, our children are watching us. Whatever you pattern for your children is what they will think is the norm. If you're a woman, you are in the house, you are carrying the heavy load. Heavy load. Your son will think that is normal and will do it to his wife. I was lucky in the sense that I went to the other extreme. I decided I was never going to be my mom. I'm a single mom. I have a daughter. She's here with me in the US. Her father is back in Nigeria. Her father is a provider. I've never dated a man who's not a provider. It's a what's that thing you people call it? Something I can't stand. There's a word we call it, but it's escaping me right now. It's something that I don't deal with. And you don't have to be rich. Just be hardworking and step up. I'm not looking for wealth. I'm not looking for wealth at all. I'm just looking for somebody who can step up and build with me. Not when I'm building, you cross your leg and be sipping champagne that I'm paying for.
Sipping tea.
I was saying that I'm a single mom. My daughter is back in Nigeria. She sees me walk. When she says, "Oh, mom, my phone is there," I want to know. I said, "Pick up your phone. Call your father.
Call your dad.
Call him." So I'm teaching my daughter that is the place of your father to provide. Her father provides. He makes being a single mom. I mean, it's not something for me to be proud about, but he just makes life easy for me because he steps in, not because he's a wealthy man, but he knows.
Why are you not proud of it? Why? There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's the
but
situation that you
because
find yourself.
I don't want people thinking, oh,
No. Never apologize for your life
that's
and your
okay.
lifestyle.
But I just, in a nutshell,
don't apologize.
in a nutshell, so
It's
that other
not the
people can
choice
talk.
that any woman will make, right? But
Yeah.
this is what it is. This is what you find yourself. So
But
be
it's just,
proud
you
of
need
your
to
life.
teach your children when you are making those kind of things. Don't do it as if you are showing power. I know that we women are strong, we're industrious, and all that. But let's not make the same mistake that our mothers make, or else we'll be passing it on to the next generation. I tell my
Thank
daughter, when
you.
it's my daughter's birthday, I'll tell her when she's reminding mommy my birthday is coming and she's writing me list. I will tell her when you make the list, you forward it to me and forward it to your father too. I've never spent a dime on my daughter's birthday, not because I don't have, but because the money will be made available no matter how small. Because he's in Nigeria, I'm here. But
Do you do other
more.
things though? Do you provide in other ways for your daughter, or you leave
No, I
everything for
provide.
him?
No, I provide. I'm not saying I don't. I provide. I do. I provide.
But
But you
it's
just
just
choose not to take that leadership role in
I
terms of
don't
the
take the
finance.
leadership. I'm the kind of person I believe that let my husband buy the bed frame. I will buy the bed sheet.
Oh,
Do you understand?
Chai, what
Ehen.
school can we go to teach women this lesson? Tori
See, me, it's
Olohun.
just watching my mom suffer that I didn't learn it from anywhere. Let my husband put the bed frame. I will put the bed sheet. Let my husband,
Chai,
let him pay the school fees. I will buy the socks and the snacks
school
for the students
uniform.
to go to school.
You will pay
And
for dinner money.
if he doesn't have, we will be thinking about it together. We'll be working together. We'll be, telling him. My daughter's father is in Nigeria. I'm here in the US. When he sends money, sometimes it's not enough. I will call him. I will say, "You are doing well. We are praying for you. It will be well with you. Whatever you put your hand will prosper." His head will swell. If I cannot, if before I ask, is given to me because I will continue to praise you until that money is complete.
Amara, why have you not come on this show before? Or have you come that I missed you?
But
Eh?
this story really, this is my first time of calling, but it really hurts me,
You
and
need
I
to
felt
come
like
again because you have too much sense. Jesus Christ.
no, but
Your wisdom is overload. Like this is the thing I try to say all the time. But coming from you, it's just entering my brain. And everybody in the comment section is just saying, oh my God, you speak so much wisdom.
thank you.
Aye, Chineke, if more women knew this, I thank God. You know what? That's why I always say that in every lesson, the people looking for link is in the comment section. I'm posting it now. In every situation, there's a lesson.
Hmm.
This is your parents' experience, and look at what you took from it. Just look at what you learned from it. Is this a lesson or what? Is this beautiful or what? If more women will only know, but you know the problem with a Nigerian women. Before the man will say, even sometimes some of them when they have, they'll say, "I don't have." You know why? Because the wife is always the one. She will do and do and do and do and do, and then when she gets to her breaking point, depression will set in.
I'm
She'll
telling
not start
you,
crying.
yeah, it's crazy. I remember one day like this. Back then. I was back in Nigeria. My colleague and my friend too. We were kind of high up. And sometimes people just see you maybe drive a car or something, and I don't know whether they think they can take advantage of you or probably date
Somebody said
you.
they want to find you on social media, Amara. You need to contact me
I
after
don't,
this speech.
I
Are
don't
you
do
on social
social.
media?
I'm there, but I'm passive. I don't do
You,
social
you
media.
don't do social media.
I
You
watch
just
other
need to
people's
come
life.
more. You
I
need
watch
to
other
come
people's
more
life.
into this show. You need to repeat.
I'll give you a little example before I go. A friend
Mhm.
of mine, she went on this date. I think we're like late 30s then or so, like mid 30s, and or something. That time when you are desperate, and all kinds of guys will be thrown at you. So this guy has been asking her out, but she just felt like this guy was not, you know. But she decided to give him a chance, and they went on their first date, and they got to, I don't know where it was they went to, and the guy said he forgot his wallet. So she
Hmm.
stepped aside while he was, searching himself. She stepped aside and she called me. She was like, "Babe, can you imagine? See this guy, talk say, get a wallet." She doesn't know what to do. That she's just standing there thinking she should pay for it. I said, "Go back there and tell him that you forgot yours too. Go back and tell him,
Amara,
oh my God,
Amara
I
is
just checked.
salvage. You said
I
she go and
forgot
tell him she forgot her own too.
I forgot
Chineke.
who goes to an exam hall without pencil or biro? Who goes to an exam? How
Oh
can you
my
be coming
God.
on a date and you forgot your? Go back there and tell him you forgot. Come back,
Eh-heh.
let's go out. Because sometimes desperation will make you say, "Oh, let me pay." That's how it
Eh-heh.
starts.
Did she
That's
do
how it
that?
starts. That's how it starts. I hold it down. I provide, but I don't carry the heavy
So
load.
the story of your friend, what happened? You need to tell us. You need to finish it. Don't leave me hanging.
Oh no, she left. She left.
She said she forgot her wallet and she left. She didn't pay.
Yeah, she told the guy that, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I said, don't let it cause fight. Just apologize. Be very apologetic. I don't believe in confrontation. Just go back with, if possible, almost tears in your eyes and say, "Oh my God, I really was looking forward to this date. I'm so sorry. I forgot mine too." Just get into your car and drive off. Block him.
Amara, I thoroughly enjoyed your conversation.
Thank you.
You
Thank
spoke
you.
so much wisdom. You see, any man that has you, he is a lucky man because you know what? You have the right approach. This is just it. This is it. If only women will learn that you can, pray them into it, push them into it, support them, help them to do their CV, sit down with them to read for that exam. Whatever they need to do to become the head, let them become the head in every
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Please
Thank
call
you.
again.
You're
Thank
doing a good
you.
job, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you, my darling. Have a good evening.
You too.
All right. Oh my God. What an excellent caller. Amara dazzle all of us. We know if we talk again. We are all who enjoyed Amara's call. If you enjoyed Amara's call, give this video a thumbs up. Amara break the chair and table. Wow. What an intelligent woman. Wow. Thank you so much, Amara. 10. Are you okay now with your
Ah,
voice audio?
yes, I think I'm okay now.
All right. Where are you joining
Some
us from, sweetie?
patience with me. I don't know what was happening with my previous device.
Okay.
Um,
Where
Auntie
are you
G,
joining us from?
I am in UK. I'm your
In the
neighbor.
UK.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Um. Yes. So I just want to thank you for this platform once again. We thank God for the sister who just called, explaining everything that what she has put in place for her to survive this life we're living. It's not easy. So when you're able to do things like what she's doing and succeed, that's a
Hmm.
good thing. That's a good thing. But then we also have to be mindful. Now we're going back to that status that we are blaming ourselves. Now we are actually saying, oh, you need a woman who is intelligent to build a home. You need a woman with wisdom. Yes, wisdom does play a part. But remember, the head of every house is a man. Every house, the head is the man. So no matter how much you are intelligent, if you don't have that head in your house, it is never going to work. There are other women who actually praise their husbands, but still things turn around on them. You
I
know,
don't understand what you mean. I don't understand. Can you explain it a bit more for me?
what
Because I
I'm
didn't
trying
catch
to
that bit.
say is
Mm.
the head of every house is a man, isn't it?
Yes.
So
That's for Christians, by the way.
it takes that man to actually acknowledge their role and to
Mm-hmm.
know their role
Mm-hmm.
right from the get-go. So like what Amara is saying, that she's put this in place, it
Mm.
now comes from the men to actually acknowledge that, okay, my wife, okay, this is something that I have to do. My wife has stepped away for me to actually fill this role. But not all men are like this. If you've got a house with a man who does not have that, there are other men who still will put you down, even though you're praising them, even though you're lifting them up, they are still going to cut you off. And you think,
Mm-hmm.
okay, what else can I do as a woman?
But you don't need
And
to put up with that. You don't need to.
yes, that's why I'm saying, situations are different,
Oh,
situations
absolutely.
vary,
I
even
agree with you, 10. But you know what? This is what I'm trying to teach women on this platform. You have a choice in these things. It's not like you are completely handicapped and
it's
you
true.
cannot make a decision. Okay? Let me
It's
tell you
true.
something. I met
Hmm.
a lady.
Hmm.
I'm not trying to cut you, I will allow you to finish.
That's okay.
But this is the way I feel about it, that you have a choice. Okay? I met a
It's
lady in Germany who told me
uh-huh.
that
Uh-huh.
she's got 5 kids. And I said, oh, 5 kids, that's a lot. She's alone now without the man. And I said, did you consider maybe you should have stopped because she said the marriage was very abusive and everything?
Mm-hmm.
And she said to me that the reason why she had the fifth baby is because she didn't have protection or child, what they call it, um,
Family planning.
family
Uh,
planning, or yeah, family planning, because she wanted her husband to approve before she can do it. So she
oh,
had a
yes.
conversation with the man, and the man said no. And I said, you know what? You have a choice. This is your body. You are the one that carries this pregnancy full term. You are the one that goes to labor and experience this excruciating pain. So you
Yeah,
have a
after yes.
choice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's similar to relationship. You have a choice about who you want to continue in a relationship with. Nobody forces anybody. If a woman chooses to continue in a relationship whereby the man has refused to step up with all the effort, according to Amara,
Then it's
then
down
the
to the
woman has a
woman.
choice.
Yeah, it's down to the woman then. Yeah,
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. And in other cases, you may put all these things in place, but if a man refuses to help you, they still will refuse. So in a
that's what I'm
case where
saying.
you've
You have
got
a
a child
choice.
who's crying for diapers and you want your man to step up, you will have to do it because you won't be able to wait for that man to do it. They will simply not, give you what you need to have. So it just depends. I guess it just depends with what men and what type of household you both are making. I think that's my opinion, and I try not to judge as well because everybody's situation is different. Now with this case we have of Rita, it's such a sad case, and it's a shame now we have to now speak on her life when she's no longer here to speak for herself. But what I'm seeing here is uh, this was sort of a case of double crossing. Like, she had somebody she had already promised her hand to marry, by the looks of it. Whether they were already husband and wife, I don't know. And then now she's living with another man. She has got what she wants from this man. Now she's using that to get back with the other guy. Now, these are what they call here in England crimes of passion. You know, this man now is saying, okay, hang on, you've come here, you've done this with me. Now you want to, you just want to throw me away. So we do not know exactly what has happened. That's the problem. Even with a friend that she had, we cannot really call her a frenemy because we do not know whether this friend was really trying to stop her, because it only depends with what relationship they have. This is why it's very important to know your relationships. You have to really know who you're getting yourself involved with. Have that friend who's going to encourage you to do right, even though everybody else is saying, oh yes, you can do, because some things that are going on around now, especially with the young girls, I'm sorry to be saying this, but they think it's actually cool to double cross people.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution, 10. Absolutely enjoyed talking to you. And yeah, if I may give you a feedback from one of the people in the comment section, they said that according to according to the textbook of Amara, she said if he refuses, like you said, to step up, try Amara's method. Step back. Step back. That's what Amara said. Yes, okay. A lot of people are saying, okay, let's just move on. Thank you so much, Ten. And Love, I see you. I'm going to add Empress and Bumi. I can see you. I had a gentleman in the studio, but he's gone now. I really wanted his perspective. Bro, if you are listening, can you come back, please? I really want to hear from. I wish more brothers would come in. More brothers, please. Brothers, don't be afraid. We don't bite. Come and tell us what's going on. We need to talk. Empress, where you join us from?
Oh, I'm in the US. I'm in
The way you are
California.
relaxed, are you sleeping or something? You're just lying and
No,
chilling.
I'm listening to
You're
everything, and
listening
it's
and chilling.
reminding. I'm listening to everything, and it's reminding me so much of what I'm going through now.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I'm
I
sorry.
yesterday, day before yesterday, I was so depressed. I took a full day of depression, and um, I had a headache following that. Yesterday, I went to sleep with a headache, and I don't know what's going on with me, and I'm trying not to go into a depression.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Are you taking care of yourself?
Yes, I'm trying.
Do you want to talk to me privately? Yeah? Perhaps we should have this conversation privately, okay? Because I can see you getting really emotional. My number is on the screen now. It's just gonna keep rolling. So take it down and let's talk privately, okay?
Okay.
Don't worry, everything
Thank
will be
you.
all right. Everything will be fine. All right. Well, you should know that you're not alone. Okay, you're
Okay.
not alone, and you will be okay. All right. So take my
Yes.
WhatsApp
Thank you,
number.
sister.
Yeah, we'll talk on WhatsApp. All right.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's on the
All right.
screen. It's
I see
rolling. Can
it.
you see it?
Okay. I
It will
see it.
come back again. Yeah, it will come back. It just keeps rolling. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, sweetie. Take care of
Thank you.
yourself. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
sister. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Oh, my people. People go through a lot. They go through a lot. I see my brother again, Tosin. He's back. Hello, good evening, brother Tosin. You're welcome.
Hello.
Where
I
are you
don't
joining
think
us
I
from?
don't think I can hear you. I don't know what's going on with my. Oh, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. How are
Okay.
you doing?
I'm fine, bro. Where are you joining us from?
Calling from United States of America.
Okay. What do you have to say, bro?
Yeah, I just want to know. I stumbled on your YouTube page a couple of weeks ago, and I've been following some the trend on it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stories that uh, you talk about, and most especially the one that affect women, and what
Mm,
your platform have been doing to give the support that I think is needed at this point. And I really appreciate your effort. That's
thank
number
you.
one. Number two,
Thank you,
um,
sir.
I stumbled on this one this afternoon. This is a live one, I think, if I'm
Yeah, it's
right.
live. Yeah, this is
I just
live.
stumbled on it after my workout this morning, and I
Okay.
was listening to because it's the trending news. But really, I
Mm,
don't get the nitty gritty of what transpired between the man and the lady before he was killed. But
mm.
based on what I've been hearing, I just want to react to some of the issues that's being raised during the course of my listening to this, especially the one that was raised by Amara and the other subsequent caller.
Yeah.
And uh, my take is this: you see, we find ourselves in different situations and the circumstances of in which man and woman got together is very different. What brought two people together are quite different based on our culture, based on our situation, based on our place where we are living, based on so many factors determines what brought a man and a woman together. And until we come to the basis of why two people come together to have a child, then we are not addressing most of these issues. There are some situations where some people, the only thing they are interested in is to procreate. They are not ready emotionally to take care of the child. There are some people, the only thing they are interested in is to have a girl or a woman in their life, but they are not ready for the responsibility therein. Even some women too, they just want a man in their life, but are they ready? Are they emotionally ready? Are they physically ready? Are they mentally ready to
Hmm.
go through what it takes, either to maintain the relationship or to even live life afterward? You see, because we just see like this guy now that gone down this lady. Like I said, I don't have the nitty gritty of what transpired, but
Hmm.
you see, the only thing we saw here is that a man gone down a woman. But I want to tell you that this woman, along the line, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the
Yeah,
story.
it's an Oyibo man. If I can just give you a
That's what
brief
I'm saying.
summary.
If you get
The
married to
Oyibo man is 30 years older. She
yeah,
already had a man in Nigeria with three kids,
oh,
and she came
okay,
from the desert through Morocco, Libya,
aha,
and all that Mediterranean journey
aha,
to Europe. And she came to
aha.
Italy and, married this man. And she then
Mm-hmm.
went back to Nigeria to marry her husband
Thank
with the
you. You
intention
see, you
of
see,
bringing the husband. And the Oyibo man got to
got
find
to
out,
know.
yeah. And
You
that's
see,
what, that's how
you
she got
see,
deleted.
this is the problem we have with so many marriages. The
Mm,
intention of the man is different from the intention of the woman. Even boyfriend, girlfriend. The intention everybody is bringing to the table is different. They are in two different worlds. That lady was trying to see how he's going to get his paper in Italy or wherever
Mm.
that country is, and
Yeah.
he's thinking of his family in Nigeria, or of our
Yeah.
family in Nigeria, how he's going to. You see, there are two different worlds, and maybe along the line, the lady might have knows that this woman is a crazy man, no, but I don't have option than just to make sure that I get this. You understand what I mean?
Yes,
And
I do.
despite the fact that he knows that this is danger knocking on our door,
Hmm.
he'll be thinking in her head that maybe she's going to manage, is going to work it out, is going to go through it and survive. You see, these are the problem most marriages have. They thought, oh, I have a child for this man. Oh, maybe I will survive. Oh, maybe let me have another one. I want to have all my children in one place. Oh, maybe with that. Oh, maybe if I have a boy for this man, or I have a girl, maybe that is going to be the criteria in her, in him loving me, or in me loving her. Those, so many things that is in the back of people said going into relationship.
Hmm.
And this is is a build up to, it's like sitting on a keg of gunpowder, because your
Hmm.
intention, your mind, your thoughts, your thought process in the relationship is so distorted. The
Hmm.
man too, the only thing he's interested in, he saw a beautiful, fine girl. He's just interested in having sex. Maybe that is the only thing in the mind of that woman. And that man is not ready to take responsibility for the children because his mind is not prepared. Emotionally, it's not prepared. And that's why you see some men, after 3, 4, 5 kids with a woman, they will run away. They just disappear into thin air. And you
Let me
never see
ask
them
you
again. You'll
this.
be thinking, oh, they use juju on them. No, they never use juju on them.
Let
There's
me
no
ask you
juju
this,
anywhere.
bro. Sorry to cut you. I know you are on a roll and we are enjoying your contribution. Thank you very much. Because
Yes,
we
ma'am.
always look for the male perspective.
Yes, ma'am.
Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of male callers, and
Okay,
that's why I
ma'am.
always prioritize men that call in. Right.
Thank you.
I want to ask you the bit about she coming to Europe and the man being in Nigeria. What do you think about that? Sending your wife to go and, be to work
But the question
for the family.
we want to ask ourselves is that, do you think it's the man that sent the woman, or the woman wants to go by himself, by herself?
No, it's definitely a collaboration.
Sometimes it may not be collaboration.
He would not have married her when she came back to Nigeria if it was not a collaboration. Who do you think she
Okay.
was sending money to when she
And I
was in
want to tell
Europe?
you this. I'm a man, and I will tell you
Mm,
this, and every woman should listen. If you
mm.
leave any man in Nigeria and you travel out of the country, I can assure you, whatever it's going to take, that man is going to think of waiting for you. Not waiting for you because he loves you, not waiting for you because he doesn't know your story, not waiting for you because he wants to, because you are his stepping stone
ATM.
to go
ATM.
to Europe. So when
Mhm.
you are talking about the man, how do you think a man, when we say somebody is a man, we know that his own wife is living with another man in a place, and you think that man think he love that woman, forget
Hmm.
about it, madam.
Chetikbo. Now don't hear my
He
people.
no love that woman at
Uncle
all, and I
Tosi
can
say he no
assure you
love
that
that
man,
woman, no. Now
that
ATM.
that
Hmm.
man, yeah, thank you. You said you just finished the sentence. That woman is just the daily bread for that man.
Hmm.
And that woman too, because he thought, okay, I'm going to bring maybe bringing him is going to solve. By the time that man is, I can tell you free of charge that woman sentenced that man sentenced that woman to death.
Hmm.
Because
Wow.
man, you can imagine the type of pressure that man has been putting on that woman
Hmm.
to come home. When you know somebody is married, you don't even think of what is going to be the effect
Hmm.
on the man that has been taking care of this lady that is legally married to in Europe. And you people think you can eat your cake and have it?
Hmm.
Yes, you can
Hey.
eat your cake and have it. And that is what happened. And that woman,
Hmm.
and let me tell you something, people in Nigeria, they are not taking right. I'm sorry to say it. For those of you
No,
in
you are
Nigeria
right,
that
oh, Uncle. Please
they
don't be
don't think
sorry. You are very right, oh. A lot
they
of them
don't
don't
think
think right,
straight.
oh. They
They
only
are
see
only
us as
interested in the
cash
immediate
points.
thing.
Hmm.
It's only people in developed country or in Europe, America, or whatever knows that you have to plan before you do anything. You have to work towards some things. There is processes that are involved in doing things. But people in Nigeria, they want everything, bam. immediately, immediately,
Mm-hmm.
immediately. They don't
Yesterday,
care
like
what's going to happen. They
yesterday.
don't care who's going to die, who is going to
Mm,
be alive. Or you see, this is the problem. Because if the man thinks straight, and you know that somebody got married to your wife, got his
mm,
paper, got a paper, you have waited for this girl, giving her the support. If you really love the girl, the woman, you should have given her the support to make sure that he did the right thing before that he might maybe has divorced she's divorced, and she moved out of that place or moved to another place, settled down before you can be thinking of her coming to Nigeria to come and marry you. And that
wow.
woman too would have known better because she has been living with this man for a long time. I don't know how many
Mm.
years they've lived together.
Yeah,
You
since
have known the craziness
2018.
that eh?
Mm. Since,
You have at least there must be a sign
yeah.
along the line of the relationship that for you to
Mm-hmm.
know the type of thing that one can do.
Yeah.
So we cannot sit here and judge whatever happened,
Yeah.
but at least everybody must have it. There must be a clue. There must be a red light.
Mm.
When you are in any relationship, you can figure out what a man can do and what a woman can do.
Thank you so much,
Most of
sir.
us we ignore
Mm.
all this,
True.
and that is why
True.
we get to this point. And that's why you
Yeah.
see some women running mad in a relationship, getting
Yeah.
killed, getting maimed, being
Yeah.
depressed, and all those because they ignore all the red light in those
Red
relationships.
flags. Thank
Red
you so
flags.
much, sir. I really appreciate our conversation, sir. Thank you very much. You are so matured, and your outlook towards all this is completely balanced.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
You are
Thank
doing a
you.
good job.
Thank you, sir. Have a good
Okay,
evening,
bye.
sir. I
Okay,
appreciate
bye.
you. Please call again. We
I
need
will.
very matured people with balanced views like you. Okay? Who can see things from both
Anyway,
sides.
maybe I should just tell you this is my area of specialization anyway. And
Really?
yeah, this is what I
You are a
specialize in.
counselor. Are you a counselor?
Yes, I'm a trained counselor.
I
I'm a trained
see.
guidance
We
counselor.
have to work together. Oh, I'm looking for
And
counselors.
I also
Ugu.
specialize in marital counseling too. So
Okay. If you like to work pro bono, because people will support here, they don't have money, but we do it because of God,
no,
because
I
of
don't even
love.
need money from. I can even give you guys money to support your show.
Oh,
I don't
thank
need
you,
money from
sir.
anybody.
Oh, uncle. God will bless you. Look,
Yeah,
please, sir, I'm begging you. My number is on the screen because there are so many women that need therapy. We cannot
yeah.
afford
Can you
it.
send? I don't think I can see your number
My
on
number is on the
Facebook.
screen. Is on the, let me
Mm,
put it again now. If you cannot see it, the one that is rolling. It's rolling, but down there. Let me put it
okay, I will
because we
try
are
to
looking.
add you on my number, and I will send a message to you on WhatsApp if I can see
It's
your
right
number.
here on the screen now. If you see it, my
Let me
WhatsApp is there.
see.
Yeah. Please send me a message. We need therapists who can offer
I will do
therapeutic
that. I will do
services.
that.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
And
We
if
appreciate
there's
you.
anybody you want us to help here in America, I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind being
Oh,
giving the
thank
support
you
that
so
they need.
much. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, sir. God bless you. Thank you. Oh my God. What a matured, well balanced. No wonder he's a therapist. God bless you, sir. I appreciate your contribution. So I can see you, love. Bumi, sir, I'm sorry, Adewale, I will come to you, solution focus, and we're just going to end. Yeah, I'm not adding any more people. Love, I've got you. What do you have to say, sweetie?
Good
Sorry about the delay.
evening.
It's just that when we see elders that are making so much sense, we cannot interrupt them. We have to allow them to talk, you know? Ah, love, where are you joining us from?
Good evening. I'm
Good
calling
evening.
from Italy.
Oh, you are from Italy. First person from Italy. I've been looking for people from Italy all evening. Okay, you're welcome, sweetie. What do you have to say?
This is the first time of me calling into any YouTube live video.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
you're welcome, sweetie.
What I wanted to say is the foundation of every relationship is important. Like Amara, was it Amara? Like what she
Yeah,
said.
Amara. Yeah.
And many of the time, we African women we are taught to put down our femininity and be masculine.
Mm,
And as a woman growing up in Africa, I remember my early stage, about 11, 12, 13, 14. I used to be dealt with for being feminine. You know, when you like to look nice, You like to make your hair. You like to use colors on your nails. You know, they look at you as a spoiled child. You don't have to be like that. You have to wear anyhow clothes. You have to. There's a way they train the female in Africa to be masculine right from a very early stage. And I think that affects many of our women because the Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should grow, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Because I saw that what I'm thinking is maybe this woman was with the husband in Nigeria and things were not going fine. Maybe the man was dealing with her, so she had to run away to come to Italy. And after coming here and the man found out that she's already here, he had to look for a way to reconcile. And because African women are taught that it's not good to have children here, have children there, it's always good to bear anything and make things work for the children. I think that's why she had to reconcile with the husband in Nigeria. That's what I'm thinking because even and because of the way we are brought up, you know, she thinks it's normal for her to be there and working for the man in Nigeria and for the kids. And also because from the news, this Italian man was not working for like a year plus, and she was still there caring for him. So she has been programmed to it's okay for you to care for a man. It's not only for African men, like it's normal for a woman should be to be there and be working for the family. I don't know if you're getting me, Auntie B. So that's what
I
I'm
get you, my
able
dear.
to get from what is happening, like what happened to this girl. It's so very it's very bad that at the end of the day she has to go for it. It's very bad. And also that friend, like we have to be very careful about the kind of people we keep around us. I know here in Italy, I used to have African shop. I will tell you, African girls, when they see you as a Nigerian girl, that you don't behave the way they behave, they are very harsh on you. It's like you cannot separate yourself from some kind of people. You have to be like them. People will point finger at you, and because you don't, because when they greet you, maybe you greet them in English or you talk to them in English, they will say that something is wrong with you, that you're trying to form posh. We're already in a country where you speak Italian, so you trying to speak English often, not to forget the language, to them is like trying to show off. You know, when they say you're forming, that's how African people see. And sometimes people are not taught to be alone. So when you are desperate to have people to talk to, you want to have friends, so you try to mingle with anybody around just to keep friends. So I think she was not careful about the people she was having as friends, and that's what happened to her. And at the same time, her upbringing also contributed to what happened to her. That's what I think.
Thank you very much, my love. You said it. It's rather unfortunate, but going forward, we learn lesson. Do not feel bad about speaking English if you live in a non-speaking English. I met some amazing ladies in Germany that they are English. Someone like Doris, even Aduke, their English is flawless. Faith, easy. They speak flawless English, and I think is one of the reasons is because they, even though they have now like a first language which is not English, they carried on speaking English and they taught their children English. So never feel bad being who you are. Forget other people who are judgmental and say things negatively about you. It is not your business. It is their mouth. Let them say whatever they like. Thank you so much, love, for joining. And I
Thank
hope we
you for
speak again.
having me.
All right, sweetie. Take care of yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye, sweethearts. Right. We are rounding up now. I cannot believe it, but we've done 2 hours. Unbelievable. Bumi, I've got you. Unmute yourself, please, sweetie.
Hello?
Bumi, I can hear you. Go ahead. Where are you
Oh,
joining us from?
I'm joining from Canada, Auntie B. How are you?
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. Finally. Okay. I'm just gonna be quick. No, I'm not, I don't mean you. I've just said everybody has a lot to say. Hi everyone. I just wanted to echo something. Since we're focusing on the lessons, I want us to focus on the fact that marriage, any type of relationship, friendship, boyfriendship, common law, if it's not working, if you see something that is off from the get-go, don't push it. If it's not working, if it's not in your things that you can cope with, if it's not in your threshold, just take it as a warning sign and move. You don't have to manage. You don't have to manage. You don't manage friends. You don't manage relationship, because these things, they give you energy. They go into your energy, or they transcend into your life. They detect your life and the decisions you make. So when you see that this friend is not a good friend for you, rather, you see that they are doing something off. The person you're in a relationship with, with partnership with, if it's something that is not going to make you sleep well at night, you leave it. Don't manage, especially women, because we are vulnerable. We are vulnerable to these things. We are the ones that society, especially with African society, there's a time stamp for everything. Oh, if you're in this age bracket, you're supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to be doing this. So that pressure somehow gets to most people, if not all women. Most women these days are, we are making sure that this pressure don't get to us, but some of us are still dealing with that. So if you see that the friendship, the relationship you're in is not working, or it doesn't meet certain standard, leave it. Even though the person is rich, if the person is maybe a pastor, or you see that something is off, you have a basic instinct, just leave it, so that it would not guide you down the rabbit hole. You understand? That's what I just want to echo, because I learned this from my mom. My mom and my dad, the relationship was off, and there was a point I was begging my mom, leave this man alone, leave my father alone, because it was affecting us. That is why today, if I see something that I cannot tolerate in a friend, in my partner, I am just going to leave you like a dirty slippers. I just throw you away. I don't have time, because I am that kind of person that my relationship is part of the things that move me. It detects my trends. It detects the pace of my life. That's all. Especially for women, we are mothers. We are carers. We are lovers. So you have to make sure that you choose the right people. It's unfortunate that Amara just left like this. It's quite unfortunate. But I just want us to make sure that we are doing the right things for ourselves. You have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. That's all I just want to say.
Sorry, I was on mute. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah. What I was saying is this comment by Imutien that says that some African women have reduced Italian rich landlords to become homeless. Many ran away to the UK, and the Italian men are now retaliating with other innocent black women here. So, guys, let's be guided though. Can you hear me now? They say Italian men are on the rampage because of the things that some other women or other Nigerian and black women have done to them. So let's be guided. TP, can you hear me? Unmute yourself, TP.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good evening. Where are you
Good
joining us
evening.
from?
From the UK.
Okay, what do you have to say?
Actually, first of all, I want to pay my condolences to the lady that died. It's very, what do you call it? It's very unfortunate. It's, it's, yeah, the story is very saddening to hear such a young lady pass away in such a horrible way. So, yeah, first of all, let's pay condolences to that.
Thank
Um,
you.
What I wanted to say is just to I actually want just to have a conversation, not to just to make a blanket statement
Mhm.
about I've actually been listening for a couple of hours, and I'm quite interested in different opinions that different people have. And I just
Okay.
kind of want to, instead of say my opinion, because I don't
Mhm.
think it's such a sad story, I just want to have a conversation with regards to um just different opinions. Because the way I think about it is um no one really knows what happened between the husband and this woman, why she left Nigeria to come to Italy. No one really knows the real story. We all speculating this is what it could be, this is what it could not be. No one really knows.
Yeah.
Unless someone actually has proper information, we can all guess till Jesus comes back. We don't know.
Mm. Mm.
So what I wanted to take was kind of like what I wanted to say is like when you hear a lot of stories that guys leave Nigeria, get married to a Yimbo woman, get a passport, and you hear a lot of stories. I've heard it as well. A lot that the guy is now find that it's not actually that easy to divorce the woman and bring his proper real family to, let's say, UK to start living with him. It's not that I don't think it's that easy as probably thought it would be. So when a guy does that, the in everything, everyone will say, "Oh, the guy is this is irresponsible, is all the bad name in the world." Which I guess you can, but it's always been planned between the wife and the husband to do that.
Not
So
necessarily. That's the speculation, like you said.
yeah, it is. Yes. But I'm saying from my personal experience of the stories I know, it's always been cooked up between the wife and the husband. This is what I'm going to do. This is when I get there. This is what I'm going to do. And when they actually time to actually do what they say they're going to do, it's actually more difficult. It's not easy to separate. It's not easy to get a divorce. It's not easy to do all this. But people will start outsiders would think, oh, the guy is not responsible because he's not doing this for the family. Because it's not easy to. I mean, everyone knows how hard it is to earn money abroad. That
Mm.
every money goes to
Bills.
bills, paying all these things, council tax, all these crazy bills that you don't even know exist, but you're
Yeah.
paying. So now to send money back home is difficult, and everyone will be blaming the husband, saying this, which is rightly so. Yes, I mean rightly so. But what I'm trying to say is, I think, my opinion, I think men get bad name when they do these kind of things. But what I've been hearing is like what I've been hearing is we don't. What I'm trying to say is men get bad name when they do the same thing that women do. You get what I'm trying to say, or am I chatting gibberish?
No, you're not chatting gibberish, but the thing is that this is the duty of a man, an African man. This is his duty. So he's not doing something extraordinary. He's a man for a reason. He's the head, he's the king. So
Okay,
it's
is the
not,
head is
this
the
is,
king.
yeah,
Fair enough. All right. So in a way, then let's say the guy. So are you saying that a guy now? So in a workplace, are you saying if I'm doing the same job as a woman, she's my colleague, should I be paid more than him because of my responsibilities?
that's completely out of context, my brother.
How is it?
It is because we're not talking about employment, we're talking about relationships. And with relationship, there are different dynamics, okay? You
Mhm.
cannot compare a European relationship, for instance. English people, their relationship is
It's
different
the
from
same
African
thing. It's the
relationships.
same thing.
No, it's not.
Let me explain why I think it's the same thing. In the UK, there it doesn't have to say women has to be paid more than women. Women has to be paid less than men. Statistically, they are.
TP, can we focus on this issue and the lessons from it, if you don't mind.
Well, I don't know. It's such a tragic story. What can we learn? I mean, we can learn that. I don't know. It's such a sad story. I don't.
Is there any lessons at all that you think we can learn from her experience? Can't think of any?
Don't take unnecessary. Well, maybe she had to do what she had to do.
Yeah.
No one can
Okay.
really put. No one can really say. I mean,
Yeah.
I just hope her family and everyone is okay. That's all I hope.
Yeah. I take that. I'll take that. Thank you
Yeah,
very much, bro.
thank you.
I appreciate you calling. The reason why I thought that that was so unrelated and not necessarily linked to this is that we can't be talking about relationships and then you're talking about employment and the rights. If we want to talk about employment, that's a different conversation. And employment here in the UK, Nigeria, US, Canada, Italy, completely different conversations. So, yeah, thank you very much, though. I do appreciate you joining. Adewale, my sweetheart.
Good evening, Auntie V. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. So, my condolences to the sister. It's a very, very tragic story because I think her story is just she's a victim of her society because it's that the kind of Nigerian society that led her to do what she did. So, I'm just going to quickly talk about the lessons we can learn from the story. So, there's
Okay.
this thing people always say. They say that hips are not built to handle struggle, shoulders
Mm,
are. So what that means in essence is women are not built to handle the financial struggles of a family. Whenever I come from like a society where I've seen a lot of women who are taking all the responsibilities of the family, the child rearing, the financial responsibility, at the same time taking care of the husband. The husband is not really doing any job, and people are asking, what does he do? But he doesn't really do anything. I've seen how those women kind of fade out through society. They become very haggard. They look unkept, and they look like someone who's been suffering for years in the prison. So whenever a woman just takes on the role of financially taking majority of the responsibilities, it never works out. It kills the woman at the end of the day because she still has to go through childbirth, which is like one of the difficult things. Because whenever I see women getting pregnant, I always think it's just a risk because she's kind of using her own body to grow another human being. So the man has to take care of the financial responsibility. Like that should be his role. I mean, that's my personal belief because women are not built to handle that. If they do, it wears them off. So
yeah.
I think from her story, I think I don't want to speculate, but I've seen stories like this. So I think she had to go, through all that lane, going through Libya and the desert and everything for the family because probably the man had nothing to do at home. He wasn't working or anything. And there's also another thing. When I first came to Europe, and people used to say, even my dad used to say something like, "And get yourself a white woman and marry it so you can get your papers." And I always found that really weird because this is
Yeah.
another human being.
Yeah.
That person has feelings and everything. So please don't do that. Don't as a man or woman don't go to a white person for papers. You don't know because a lot of people handle the rejection differently. There's some people that can't take it, and some of these white people they go to the extreme and kill you and kill themselves in the process. But they kill you and then they go to the authorities
Delete.
and say
Use delete.
they
A lot of my
yeah.
videos are not being
Sorry, I'm sorry,
monetized. Adewale.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
So
I'm
use
sorry.
delete. YouTube
Yeah,
is
I'm
very
sorry.
sensitive to
Yeah,
such words. I know you
yeah,
mean
I'm
well.
sorry. Yeah. So they delete you or they delete themselves or they delete you and they tell the authorities that they have some kind of mental issues and maybe they just go to rehab and they let them go and that person doesn't really get justice. So please and please and please, when you move abroad, don't use a white person for papers. It's a very, very risky
Don't
situation.
use a black person. Don't use a white person. Don't
A
use
wife,
nobody to come.
anybody, don't use anybody for feelings. And
Mm.
please, as women, I said this before, don't take care of any man. If you do it, it doesn't end well. It never ends well. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Adewale. I appreciate your contribution as usual. Are very smart, intelligent, and so matured. young blood brother, as they would say in the UK, young blood. Thank you. And now we are on the last but not the least, ever focus, solution focus, onward ever, backward never, learn, unlearn, relearn. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome, solution focus.
Drum roll.
Drum rolls.
Oh my God, sister, make I greet you first. You know that pink one I used for that Germany trip, almost fire
You find
color.
eh? You like her?
It was so beautiful. It was calming. It had this calming effect.
In
If you say
fact,
that there for the hug everybody, that color, no wonder babies they like that color. It just they draw me for where I did. The
too
color just they
sweet.
call me.
It's too sweet.
Oh my God,
We
it
were
was so
debating though between
beautiful.
blue and pink. We decided
Oh
to
no,
go with
that was
pink.
a
We always choose
perfect.
color for all these our meetings.
Oh, that was a perfect color. I really, really loved it. Man, thanks so much for doing that. That was so beautiful to see. As I did look at myself, I say, oh, see
I
love. Is
love
there
you.
love more than
No,
this?
the love is real, man.
There's
The
no
love
love
is
more
real.
than this. Man, now well done. No. All the people who
Thank
follow
you.
you, God go bless all of una. Bless
Amen.
all of una.
Amen.
The pocket one at take am, no go ever dry.
Amen.
Lie.
Amen.
Everybody when they listen for this
They
channel,
be
now
one
so their life.
frustrate us for airport, but God no agree. We still make
No,
them.
now part
Journey
of the
of
journey.
now one
Now
hour
part
to
of
reach
the
Germany,
story.
45 minutes to reach Germany. Now 24 hours we reach there, but we still reach there.
And now that na the story. If you say na no, if it was say the journey not be like that, if you not see story share now. If
In
you not
fact,
it's hard, I understand. I know it's easier said than done now, but I understand. But me just they try to put positive spin to the whole thing.
yeah, I
So
hear you.
my sister, need I say more? The high common senses have come, have dropped, boom, boom, one after the other. The one we come crown and all, when it take all, or just drag, or just carry and come, front and center, bagam, na Amara. That name, oh
Hey,
my God, that
we're
girl,
not gonna forget Amara in a long time.
I beg
Amara,
Amara, if she did
Amara, now
that,
your kind of girl, oh, you and I go be bestie if you now know
I'm
each other for real life.
telling you,
You think alike, you reason, and in fact, she's just my kind of girl.
I'm
Very
telling
wise
you.
beyond her age.
You
Chineke.
know, I was speaking in tongues as they talk. The spirit, I say, Jesus. Hey, cha cha cha. Ah, dagba, dagba, jiggy, jiggy, yeah, I say, man, now human be this girl be. Where
She
she
gets
dey, where
sense.
she dey.
She too
Oh
gets
my God.
sense.
She gets
Chineke.
die. As she just they make the sense, my body just they dance. I just start to they dance, no musical. I just they dance by myself. I just they dance. I they dance. I can't they sweat. I say, man, this girl need to create her platform. Oh.
Oh yes.
Forget
You
that
don't
she
know.
need to educate
She know
people.
too much. You know, since I know
Oh
got
my
her.
God, you know
I
your
let
sister
her they talk
quiet with
I
that
feel let
knowledge.
her talk 1 hour because she didn't make so much sense. You
Oh
know what?
my
Make I tell you
God.
something. Solution focus. To be honest, when she talked that story of how she tell her friend, where call her, say the guy will take and go they talk saying forgetting wallet. Even myself, if na me, I fit tell and say to avoid embarrassment, pay oh, make you they go, but dump
Exactly.
am. But she thought say the wisdom when you give your friend the thing, it make me cold. I say, wow.
Oh, he cold. You know what, sister? Be might tell you one quick story. This thing happened to me. He get one guy when I meet one time. The guy supposedly they do well. We don't reach restaurant finish. Guy tell me say he leave he wallet for house. We don't order food, everything. When he reach time to pay, they check in pocket. He say, "Oh shoot! Oh my God! Oh shoot!" Now I call the year. Oh shoot! Now I think the person die. Now I say, "Oh, I left." I know, that moment. I not fit think straight. Do
You
you
say
know?
no shoot. It
He
speak, it begin for net. When they
he
supposed to they speak
begin
worry
for
PG. It is
my
for net.
he dey connect. He dey for not be even Nigeria. To say that African is for good. I for
Okay,
use
now you
pidgin
go.
take. Oh, you. I for use pidgin take stay scatter all in brain. Yeah. Now I say when they talk from there, I can say when he can't do all the shit. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Now you quietly come out my card. I pay for this. You know, so I get instant migraine.
Instant. Now that day I know say they forbid to spend for man. Not be say if I marry the man, no, if me I ain't day, of
If you
course.
buy
You
bread,
go
if
there.
you buy bed, you go buy mattress.
Or if he bring the table, high-end table, they are go up and decorate the table. I know they do. God forbid. You know, Kobami Laramu. My
It don't
spirit
sit
make
well
it
with
fire.
you.
He no sit well with me
Your
at all.
spirit reject it.
He reject them by fire.
Your spirit reject liability.
I'm telling you, immediately, call, bam, he said, what happened? You know, the guy was now calling me, say, call they call me, I'm not going to answer my phone again. No. He called, leave message, leave me, I no answer, just block him for life. The guy try. I say, like, yeah, I forbid.
Forbid,
I'm not
forgot
used
my
to this.
wallet. Why you not
I'm
forget
not,
yourself? You
I'm
forget
telling
yourself.
you,
Instead of you to
you
forget your wallet, forget yourself. No
the
come.
guy drive big car come. Me, they say, I eat jackpot. Now, so me, they talk for my mind, though. I
You
they
don't
say,
know say na
I don't know say the
Roger.
guy
You
won't
don't
come.
say na
Now, me be the
Roger.
jackpot. Oh, Sanoba. Honestly, Amara finish. I not get ready to talk. You know, say my own a solution. After everything when don't happen, we nothing we fit talk today when go bring our sister back.
Unfortunately.
Nothing where we fit talk. What has happened has happened. Water has gone under the bridge. The only thing when remain now, the ones all of us when we come their life, waiting we learn, waiting we need to know. Amara sum am up completely. Not do the one way pass your power. And I believe say education need to start early in the lives of young people, both men and women, so that they go understand their roles. I'm telling you, this not be waiting that they wait. You can't they learn, they use their head, they hit walls until, sometimes some people don't even get out of it. It's better we start teaching these children early what it means. You do not sacrifice yourself for any reason, any nonsensical reason. There was no reason for her to have left her family just because they are looking for now that man supposed to go do that one. And guess what? As somebody said, the fact that that man that called, I think it was after Amara or maybe,
Yeah, Uncle Tosin. Yeah, Tosin.
he
Yeah.
said it all. You left the man. We know which man will sit at home. There's nothing. He probably had a chick that was servicing him in Nigeria.
And
You know,
he also said that solution focus. He also said that no man, a real man, will allow his wife to go and be sleeping with another man.
exactly.
And he's happy with it because of
Like,
money.
we know now men and their ego. There's some men who don't allow their wives to work because of this same reason. They will say no, she'll go and work, and all these men will now start hitting on her. No. I rather keep her at home. Even wealthy ones, they will refuse. They don't want their wives to work because of this same reason. It is very rare, unless the man no want. And again, callers don't mention that for this platform as well. The foundation of marriage or being together in Nigeria, unfortunately, 99.9% is on false grounds. The foundation is not right. A lot of people marry for the ones when they want to manufacture baby, now they plenty pass, no love
Uncle
inside.
Tosin still talk that thing. He said it.
Exactly. They just want to, they push out the baby, they don't have any emotional attachment to their partners. The ones where they marry for name, the ones where they manipulate to marry, plenty. Right? So what's the point? Why be say now woman go put oshuka for her, they use and carry load when community supposed to they carry. It is really irresponsible. It is the height of irresponsibility. We need to learn from this. What should we learn from it? Be your own person. Day your own, make I day my own. When it reach time for now to decide, so now one day together, on what terms are you coming together?
Love is not enough to sustain a marriage. If we don't know that before, we know it now. There's so many things that go into it. Do not come and empty someone just because you want to be with them. No, if you're not full and complete on your own, please stay your own and be sowing your wild oats to with
You
the
know,
people that want to
you
sow their
remember
wild oats
Dr.
with you.
Adesola? You know what she talked? The psychiatric that she's trying to become a GP now that came here once upon a time when we brought one lady here to talk about low self-esteem and she said a relationship, a good relationship is mutually beneficial for both parties. A healthy relationship is mutually beneficial. So if it's not benefiting you and you are the other party is the only one benefiting, you are the one giving, you go soon run dry. If you are the one taking, and the other person is giving, they will soon run dry. So if it's not mutually beneficial, now they waste on time. Oh. No time when no go collect, but when you sooner or later. Solution focus, what happen to you? You don't disappear, oh, Egbami. Oh yeah, join, so that you go summarize. Now they wait for you to summarize. No say now you be my now you dey help me summarize. Now you dey help me they put all the thoughts together. Wetin happen to your internet? You drop off, Egbami. Ha! And why they don't come, oh, they don't kick solution focus out, oh. She was on fire. Eh? Wetin happen to your internet? You drop off. Okay, if you fit join, I beg join. Make we summarize. We are ending now. 2.5 hours we have done. I came back from Italy. I say Italy. I came back from Germany very late last night. In fact, I got home around 9:30. I didn't want to do a live show today. I even had somebody that was supposed to come on live today. And then when she reached out to me, I said, I'm really tired. Can we reschedule? We did reschedule. But you know what? I couldn't sleep. I couldn't rest. I was restless. I said, okay, let me just come on live then and do this story because a lot of people have sent it to me. And I feel that there are so many lessons that we can learn from this. My people, make we dey careful, please. I wish our African parents in Nigeria can even hear this now and now for really tell them what. Like I said, we have another show we are going to do about African parents. Stop making your children sacrificial lambs. I beg, children know they beg to be born. Rita did not ask to be born, but now she don't sacrifice her life for family, for children, her own children, that unfortunately she had very early in life. Okay, she don't sacrifice herself for family, commitment, money. Go Nigeria, come back, fight for divorce. Next thing, you go 30 years older man just delete her. My God, all for what? All for what? Even the paper now where she gets everything she thought she achieved. What for? She's no longer here. And the funny thing is, say paper they know they feel inherit am. You can't give it to someone. It's like university degrees. No matter how the qualification you have in this world, your child cannot inherit it. All for what, my people? All for what? Let's be guided, oh, may God help us in making choices. What I'm taking away from tonight's show, I don't know about you. What I'm taking away from tonight's show is that what we said it 1,000 times on this show. How you set the tone of your relationship is how it's going to go. Women, stop taking the lead. You are not the leader in your home. African women, no, I'm not talking about other ethnic groups. Oh. I'm talking about Nigerian women especially. You are not the lead. Allow men to assume their position. According to our darling sister Amara, encourage them, push them, do everything you can, but do not take the position of a man in your relationship because that position is not always very good. It's not, men don't, Nigerian men especially don't like being second fiddle in a relationship because they've been brought up with so much pride, so much ego. They want to be, they are the head. You can't drag that position with them. It's only when they marry Igbo that you see a kind of difference in their attitude. Eh? No offense to that our brother that called earlier on from Sweden. Far, if I catch you far, you were saying something very funny in the comment section. Say he was using bedroom voice. I better leave our brother alone. No, it's not easy. It's not easy. But with an African woman, most African men, when they marry African women, Nigerian women, Chineke, just know your place. So enjoy being the neck. Don't try to be the head. You will suffer and suffer. Once upon a time, I did a video about this woman in the US. You people don't forget that story. I'm going to put it at the end of this video, so I go see am. I will put it in the video you can play back when you are playing it back. In the US, this woman do that married one Uncle Bayo. Have you forgotten? She was a nurse. She used all her body. Farashe. Ufemishe. The woman did so she went and designed her own obituary because of the stress of trying to be a man, trying to be the head, trying to be the provider. It didn't end well. Don't, I'm not saying that if a man is struggling, he's gone through a wrong patch, you are in a relationship or married, that you shouldn't support. Oh, please. Emma Shimigbo, I'm not saying that. Please, by all means, relationship is about building together and supporting one another, but it shouldn't be something that you have to do on a long term. But a lot of women are having to do it. Okay? Some of our sisters, our mothers have assumed that role, and it didn't end well for them. But now you have a choice as a young person. Set the tone for your relationship. And somebody came and said, what if you are doing all that, you are supporting them, you are doing everything, it still didn't work? They're not forcing you. Nobody's forcing you. Back out. Run. Run. Run for your life. Run for your life. Never assume the role of a provider, 100% provider or 80% provider if it's on a long-term basis. Let the men be the men. I beg. I take God beg una. Abi, are you feeling me? Do you feel me? Let me know in the comment section if you're feeling me before we round up. Marry for the right reason. Do not sacrifice yourself for family because, God forbid, if they delete you or you delete yourself, God forbid, life, are you they go continue to live. Oh. That Nigerian husband now, if, let's say, Rita Amenze don't build us for Nigeria, you go marry a new wife, enter that too. Are you feeling me? You're feeling me? Good. Thank you. Now, a new wife, you go to enter that house. If she had built a house in Nigeria. So, what for? Why you... Life is not that, rich like that, I beg. More now they take an easy women. Let the men be men. Respect them. Honor them, give them their due diligence as a head in the marriage. If you are a Christian, this is what we know. And Nigerian women that I know, 99.9% are happy to do that. They don't have a problem. The problem they have is that if you are not behaving as a man and you are not doing what you're supposed to do, you don't provide, you don't do anything, you are crossing your leg like Amara was saying of her dad that will cross his leg and the mom will be breaking her back. How can you now, reverence that man and celebrate him and honor him? This is not a temporary thing, though, that he lost his job or business is not working well. This is a lifelong thing. And all of you that are going to Nigeria, Africa to go and marry, hey, be careful that you are not marrying someone that will become a thorn in your flesh. Me, I've always said it from the beginning, marry in your environment. Don't look at only African community or Nigerian community to marry. Plenty men, they if na Asian, you see, say he go treat you well, he go love you well. Marry if now you both marry. Stop looking at Nigerian men only. Some Nigerian women will never date outside Nigerian men. Never. No, only Nigerian men. Sha. I'm not saying that Nigerian men are not good though. I love my brothers. I love Nigerian men. They are amazing. Most of them are very, very good. But some of them, they are looking for women that will carry their burden and their responsibility. Do not be that person. You are not Jesus. You cannot save the world. Even Jesus, when he died, said save the world, they still they curse him. Talk of you. Why can't para any pẹ̀lú wahala? Continue to carry wahala. Now a word is enough for the wise, my people. So we are going to leave you here tonight. Thank you very much, my people, for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. And I'm going to be back on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. We're back on Thursday with a live show. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you agree. Give it a thumbs up. I know say some people they give the video thumbs down already because they know they like what they talk. Now lazy people, all those lazy, the few lazy ones. So, and to be honest, when you want to talk about Africa, I feel I need to clarify this before I leave. When you want to talk about quality of men in Africa, Nigeria is top notch. Nigerian men are high up there. We are first class, first grade. But there are still some few percentage, especially the ones that live in the diaspora, where no they try. They know they to try. Not be all though, but a few of them. But Nigerian men, on a good day, they try. Compared to other African men, no, because when I hear of other African men, I go say, hey, we still they complain about Nigerian men on our own. On our own, eh? And 40 days fasting, they need to first 40 days dry fasting, day and night. So yeah, I'm just gonna draw the curtains here. We pray that who die now you finish. Oh. May the soul of our sister Rita Amenze rest in peace. And our condolence and love to her family and her children especially. Mm, it is well. Don't make yourself a sacrificial lamb. Jesus died for the world, and the world still hates Jesus till today. Okay? So you cannot do more than Jesus. Okay, what you cannot take, do not tolerate it. It is well with us. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good evening, and I will see you on Thursday night for another live show. But I still have some more. I still have some more videos from my what's it called, my German trip that I'm going to share with you guys. We had a very meaningful conversation about life in Germany, what's happening to Africans and all that, and I will be posting them in the next couple of days. Tomorrow I have one, so watch out for that. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good evening. I love you very much, and please give this video a thumbs up, and may the Lord continue to help us as Africans in the diaspora and black people everywhere in the world to make the right choices, to do the right thing. Anything that would delete us, God, please let it be far from us. Ajolawa o, Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́, jẹ́ a kóró Èkó délé. Help us, Lord. We are on a sojourn. We are sojourners in this land. We are foreigners. Everywhere we are in the diaspora, we are foreigners. Help us. That's our prayer every day, that the Lord will help us. But the most important thing is that we need to love one another and look out for one another. That friend will leave you in the hands of God. The Lord will deal with you. Karma is coming for you. The so-called friend that went to go and tell the Oyibo man, ha, your own go worse pass Amenze own. No. He go worse. Karma, they sleep. It is well, my people. Have a good evening, and I will see you soon. I love you. Bye-bye.